Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot out feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machinist, snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if factory fun is Shoutouts can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Wednesday 22nd of March 2023. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and I hope you're all enjoying your Wednesday so far. I'm in a fucking great mood, you know why? Because I've got no more work until Monday. Right, that's right. It's a strange, it's strange to be doing a DSP Bingo on a Wednesday, but this is going to be the new normal now. Phil is going to have his days off on Thursdays and not Wednesdays. As you can see, Phil is, as usual, late to his own goddamn work. This is his business he's operating, and he's never usually on time. He was yesterday for some reason, but today, fuck no. Why the fuck should Phil make a habit of being on time or early for his goddamn job? It's not as if he's fucking short on money and needs to fucking beg profusely or anything. But yeah. As I wait for Phil to get online and properly begin his stream, how about we just randomly fucking enjoy ourselves with random things as well? Someone on That Being Said Discord, I might have been Barrett Wells, I'm not sure who it was, if it was Barrett Wells or someone else, but they reminded me of Pixar's short, How Penguins Should Interview DSP, and I can't help but think this kind of similar to how the interview went with Side-Scrollers.
My guest is someone who's been around longer than Ang Lee's Hulk. It's Darkside Phil.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on. Well, back in the day, I lost my job at the helicopter factory.
Okay, let me stop you right there. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to outline $5,000 in monthly business expenses, or else I'm gonna tell everyone that you've committed perjury on your bankruptcy forms. Go.
What? Oh my god. Like video games and, subscription services and,
Okay, that adds up to about $500. Where's the rest going? You've got 10 seconds.
My mortgage and
not
like
a business
cat
expense.
supplies
not a business
and like
expense.
dinner with my
not a
wife
business
every
expense.
week. And,
not a business expense.
I mean, it wasn't actually that far off from being that in reality. It's incredible actually, you know what I mean? How much they fucking dragged him through. They held him to fucking task, Side-Scrollers, you know what I mean? So fair enough. Warren's asking, didn't he only make like $15 last night? On the night stream he did. The night stream Phil had made $15 in tips. The day stream had him earn $60. So in total Phil got $75 for a whole day's work. Was not a great fucking stream for Phil, in all honesty, so yeah, but the week so far for him has been quite good. So he has gotten $987 so far for the week, which is actually better than usual as of late. Like if you look at Phil's previous monthly totals, $721 for a streaming week. And keep in mind, that's not even counting today. This is a longer streaming week than usual. Normally we'd be off at this fucking point in time with extra money than usual, but he's got one extra day to go towards his fucking day off. So he's likely going to fucking break. In fact, he's definitely, I'd be amazed if he doesn't fucking break the $1,000 mark in tips for a week. Imagine if Phil only fucking makes like, $10 today. That'd be bizarre. No, it's not fucking happening. Phil is definitely going to have 4 figures in tips between his previous day off and this upcoming day off, as well as his YouTube pay, bear in mind. He got paid by YouTube yesterday. So So yeah, he should definitely fucking not be worried about money whatsoever, and yet he was begging profusely, as usual, because support was so slow for him playing like a Dragonetian. He even fucking told his audience at one fucking point in time, by the way, I wanted to... Actually, I won't even tell you what Phil did. Let me show you what Phil did, courtesy of a Piece of Pieces restream. So let me just find that for you guys. And, yeah, it's quite easy to find, it's right fucking here.
Just for the record, I just checked the tips because remember the other night what happened? Remember the other night I was like, oh, there's like no tips, it's fine, it's just a slow night. And then I checked it, I refreshed it, and there was like 10 tips there. Now, I checked tonight, there's not. So just so you guys know, don't worry, there's no queue of tips that I screwed up or anything.
Can you believe that shit? Just so you guys know, in case you guys are worried or concerned that my tips might not be working, I've checked. They are working. You guys just aren't giving me any fucking money. But just so I thought I'd let you fucking guys know. Don't worry about it. There's no concern. But yeah, you guys aren't paying me a single fucking thing. There's so much up. I mean, it's incredible. You seen Peace's reaction, didn't he? Didn't even need to say anything, Peace. He went, that glass was broken so fast. Like, the went from Bacon 2 to Bacon 1, just like that.
Just check the tips because remember the other night what happened? Remember the other night I was like, oh, there's like no tips, it's fine, it's just a slow night. And then I checked it, I refreshed it, and there was like 10 tips there. Now, I checked tonight, there's not. So just so you guys know, don't worry, there's no queue of tips that I screwed up or anything.
I just love at the same time, Nightbot pops up in his own chat. The best way to support my stream is to leave a tip. Actually, I want to see what how his chat reacted to that. Hold on. That was live. I was wondering where the fucking extra music come from. Get that shit off. Oh, good morning all. Got some great submissions to add to the streams today. Well, later today. What submissions? What, you mean artwork or something? You're not going to add it now before stream starts properly? What fucking submissions? Jesus Christ. I'm trying to see if anyone in Phil's chat actually reacted to that outright fucking begging, but I don't think they did. No. Not one person I think reacted to it. Like, Peace's chat was going absolutely crazy. Bjorn says, hey, I saw you over in Sidescroller's chat during the Hateful Source segment about figurines. I was on today earlier on, but were you talking about figurines? I can't even mind what I'm talking about, my yeah, I have been making a point to make it, you know, check out Sidescrollers. I don't usually check out the entire stream to Sidescrollers, but I do keep a wee eye on them now and again, and it's usually quite chill conversationally, whatever, and they'll just, you know, have a wee blather with folk, whatever. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm keeping tabs on them just to make sure that they're. I mean, to be fair, they definitely went and gave detractors far more than, you know, we expected. You know what I mean? So the very least I can do is keep an eye on them, and their streams are okay. You know what I mean? It's like it's you know, it's okay. It's like a chill stream, you know. I mean, it's one of those things. If you miss a stream, you're not missing a massive amount. It's not as if it's going to be some sort of incredible drama. They just gotta go through some, you know, talking points. They talked about Nintendo stuff earlier on as well. Not shouting like gaming consoles, a potential future gaming console for Nintendo. I was, you know, I'm not really a console person anymore these days. You know what I mean? So I kind of tuned that out a bit, you know. But yes, I'm okay with side-scrollers. You know what I mean? For the most part, it seemed to be kind of fairly chill. But when I got Phil, when DSP's on, no, Jesus Christ, man, that goes out the back of the window. But yeah, nobody in Phil's chat reacted at all to outright begging, which is incredible. One person had a sad face, this Copiam guy, had a sad face, and that was it. No one else said anything. Like, if we fast forward, Phil's chat was like frozen. Yeah, no one in Phil's chat had a goddamn thing to that. It's like it was fucking dead or something there. But anyway, let's go ahead and now sort out a bingo card. Phil, with his usual typo, I hope people enjoy hit-it reviews and they catch on. I enjoyed doing them. Phil apparently had a Snyder Cut review that he uploaded the other day on his DSP Reacts channel, so fucking hooray for that. But yeah, anytime Phil bores me, I'm just gonna fucking watch some of his side-scrollers stuff, you know, fuck it. But until then, we're gonna have a bingo card to pick, so let's spin this wheel and determine today's bingo card. Spin, you ugly wee bastard. Spin some more. I feel like we should go over a bingo card. I think we need to go back over a bingo card. Honest. Honest is a good one. Right, honest is a very good one. Even before we go over the bingo card, I will go through it with you guys again very quickly. I mean, I want to just make sure you guys are aware. It's been a while since we have gone through the card, but I want to get your opinion on whether anything needs to be removed or changed or whatever, because some of these things might be a bit outdated to an extent. You get what I'm saying? So here. This is the bingo card of everything that could be on the card. You've got sound good, Twitter, okay, alright, help, toxic food, talk, burp, text, slap, smack, I'm not going to fucking read the whole goddamn thing. I'm not a young man anymore. I don't have the breath to fucking read every single thing out in one fucking go. There's 116 different things here. I can even make it bigger for you guys if you want to fucking see it in a bigger fucking format, you know, just so it can easier to fucking read for you guys. But let me fucking go. Is there anything here that you don't like the look of? Please add creature if it isn't already on. Creature? Why creature? I mean, we have Pig Go, Andy. Let me search creature. And then podcast. How often does Phil say creature on the podcasts? He said it on the 14th and the 7th a few times. The 6th. He said it 3 times so far in February. He hasn't said it once during March. I cannot add creature. He's not said it one time at all during March, and we're near the end of March. I cannot add creature. I'm sorry, that was just, it doesn't come up often enough. Is unfair on there? No, unfair is not on there, although I can search the podcast. How often does it say unfair? The last time Phil said unfair was the 3rd of February. I said I'm using Pig Go here to kind of get measure the metrics. Unfair is not something that comes up much at all either. Correct needs to be added. Correct is a good shout actually. Phil said, well actually, I thought it was a good shout, but the last time Phil said correct was on Valentine's Day. Whipping Boy, nah, Whipping Boy won't be coming up too much at all. Wonky is his new favourite word. Okay, I can search wonky. Yeah, wonky, no, wonky's not a favourite word. The last time Phil said wonky was in January. No, I'm searching Pig Go right now for all these things for the podcast things. The wonky donkey, yeah. Unfair, I searched unfair, and the last time I said unfair was at the start of February. I know you guys can't see what I'm searching on Pig Go, but I don't want to, you know, there's like different sources, like ones are, I don't know, you get what I'm saying. I'm on Pig Go right now searching these things that you guys are suggesting. Like, you know, and yeah. False. I think false is one. I mean, is there anything on this card you don't want on the card anymore? Is there anything on this card which you actually didn't you fucking I actually didn't realise I'd scrolled down accidentally, so I was cutting off some of it. There you go. But yeah, is there anything on this card you don't like? Essentially, when never mind things to add, is there anything you want gone from the card? From all these suggestions here. You want me to check disgusting? Is a good shout actually. Disgusting. Disgusting. Last time Phil said disgusting on a podcast was on February the 13th. It has been a while. So, yeah. I feel like I said it recently though, bizarrely enough. I feel like he did say it recently. No exaggeration. Hang on, let me just check. Maybe Pig Go has not been updated for a while. It's possible. No, okay, this is the thing. Phil definitely said no exaggeration was a recent thing. He said that recently, okay? Pig Go says the last time it said was February 13th. So, Pig Go is not a reliable source right now for updated transcript information. It's quite possible the guy that organises it, the website, has fallen behind. This has happened once before. So, no exaggeration was said the other night. I was on the card, I ticked it off. So, yeah, so adding new things to the card is maybe a no-go right now because we can't check Pig Go properly because of this. Barrett Wells is wanting me to get... I'm not going to get rid of Chair Creek. Chair Creek's a great one. Happens all the time. That's not a bad one to have, it's a good one to have. But the guy's in charge of Pig Go. The guy's name on Twitter is called the Detective Side. So, you know, I've sent him a DM before, like once upon a time ago. You know, I'm not sure what's happening. They barely tweet at all. You know what I mean? But I have sent a message before saying, hey, something's wrong with Bingo. Remove friend. Phil said friend yesterday. I was one of the ones on yesterday's card as well, and Phil definitely said friend. So, yeah, fuck it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just... yeah, this is the thing, it's like there's things, he actually does say friend a fair bit, not as often as like fucking, it doesn't snort, but yeah, friend is something that comes up regular enough, in my opinion, for it to still remain. Like he'll often refer to his chat, and as a friend, whatever, hello my friends, not shit, you know what I mean, or even talk about some back in the day story about friends. Friend is not that rare, in my opinion. It's like, it happens, like, maybe, at least like 8 or 10 times a month, It's like a 1 in 3 chance, basically, of friend being said, in my opinion. Leg slap is a guarantee. Leg slap is a guarantee every day. I'm not going to get rid of the guaranteed ones. I want you guys to fucking win bingo, for fuck's sake. Stop trying to fucking sabotage yourselves. Why are you trying to sabotage yourselves in bingo games? Leg slaps happen every single day. No, I'm not getting rid of a fucking leg slap. You guys are trying to make it harder for yourselves to win. That's fucking impressive. But yeah, the leg slaps. Anyway. Honest was what I landed on, right? So I landed on honest, and let's just search for honest on the bingo card here and pick our card for today's bingo shenanigans. So I need a number, guys, between 1 and 200. I know it says like 239 or whatever, but I'm just going to say 200, so it's either the first number in chat I see between numbers 1 and 200, which contains a number 2, will be the one I pick for today's bingo shenanigans. Cool, you answered too soon, pal. I'm sorry, but I was still reading out the thing when you fucking typed in your answer. The first number in chat I saw, which contained the number 2, which came after I finished talking, was Heather P, with 22. Coolant was technically first, but I was still reading out the fucking thing at the time, so he tried to sneak in there with 200. I'm sorry, Coolant. I'm sorry, but I can't count it. Wayne By says, what's goal mean? Because he's got rid of members goal. That's a good point. I did have goal before, but... mind you, he still talks about the members goal in some capacity. He keeps fucking hyping up how he's fucking got a smaller daily members goal. So Phil doesn't, it's not unusual for Phil to mention goal in some capacity, because he is always fucking referring to that, and also tips goal as well. Of course, tips goal is another thing, so yeah. So yeah, we're going for a 20-second bingo card with the word honest in it. So let's find that card and get it all picked for the game. I didn't realise that was a fucking time. Time fucking flies when you're having fun roasting little piggy. So it's a card on the left-hand side here, ladies and gentlemen. So Phil to say reality, dude, him messing about with his phone, him saying addition, and alright. Then him saying business, Twitter, him drinking, him doing scat talk, and him saying people saying. Then there's Phil with his chair creaking. Here's the thing, him snorting, him saying honest, and him laughing randomly. The fourth row is Phil's having a dumb close-up, where he has a fucking strange OBS setting, which fucking has a weird fucking animated frame with a dumb close-up. Him leaning in to ban someone, him saying fuck, percent, and him discussing his family in some capacity. And the final row is Phil butchering some word randomly, him saying you guys, him being casually racist, him saying interactive, and day off. That is the bingo card for today's fucking game. So we were 1 away from a full house yesterday. We were agonisingly close. We were so goddamn close yesterday, it was fucking painful to not fucking win that game yesterday, man. We were so goddamn close. It was a real kick in the fucking balls that we didn't win yesterday. I was trying my best. Meaningful was what I was doing yesterday. It was tragic. It was like a fucking betrayal. But Bjorn is asking, does talking about Jasper count for family? Absolutely. Jasper is like his son, after all. So Jasper is absolutely a part of Phil's family and would count. Even Phil talking about a creepy uncle would count, but any random family mention, but Kat, his parents, like, Jasper, some weird fucking bug-eyed cousin, whatever, just it all fucking counts. But yeah, that's the card picked, that's the card saved, and now I can get the game all set up properly. So yeah. So yeah, one more wee thing, guys. For people that are new to the bingos, first of all, if people are new, first, welcome to the stream. I do hope you all are having a good time so far, and yeah. We have some free spaces for bingo. Let me describe how to get the free spaces. If Phil snorts 25 times on his fucking podcast before recording for gameplay for YouTube, that's a free space. If Phil burps 10 times before recording for gameplay for YouTube, that is also a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his Denthead audience before recording for gameplay for YouTube, that is also going to be a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream before we end bingo, that too is a free space. So there's plenty of ways for us to get fucking free spaces. And Sticky Man is saying you have UC on the possibilities list. UC is on there, I think. We have you guys, obviously, which is on this one now. Let me just quickly go through my list again on for me, just to see if UC is on there. But I'm pretty sure UC is on there. Let me just control F it because trying to read through 160 fucking different words. UC. Yep, UC is already part of the list. So it's a good shout, but it's already on there. But yeah, that's the card all picked, and you can see the card on screen right now. So should we just have the music getting played, or should we enjoy some random part of the fucking, side scroller thing from before last week?
Conquer your demons. I didn't mean to make that pun. That was unintentional, but it was so good. But you know what I'm saying, right? I'm trying to like. You say you don't want to go there, but like conquer it, dude. Own it. Own that shit.
The problem is, again, when you focus on a focal point like that and it becomes your end all be all, I don't want that to be what I'm remembered for. It probably will be, but I want people who come to my content every day to remember that awesome stream they had or that cool game playthrough that we did. I don't want them to think about the guy who had an O-face beat off on stream. Like, it's so stupid. And it's such a dumb thing that I've moved past. I'm not in that part of my life anymore. I'm so much happier now that I don't need to dwell on the past anymore. I don't need to think about that moment. It was stupid. And I don't want to be there forever.
If you're not going to monetize it, we will. Later tonight, the Beat Your Demons t-shirt will be available on the store.
Oh my god! No.
And then Phil rage quit the interview. Notice he hears what was said. He listened to what was said, he heard what was said, did not find it remotely fucking funny, looked to his side, and then fucked off.
This t-shirt
So,
will be available.
Adam laughing his arse off. Craig trying to contain his laughter. Phil nodding profusely. It's like nodding. It's like, okay, you fuckers, that's it. That does it.
Oh my god!
And then just pieces out. That is a rage quit if ever I fucking saw one. Guy didn't even react to the fucking thing. They're dying of laughter and it feels like I'm out of here. Fuck me, man, yeah. Given what is asking, they made the shirt. Oh yes, they made the shirt. Where's our shop? Hold on, 2 seconds actually. I just want to make sure. Except on cooking, yeah. They have 2 different versions of the shirt. They have this one, which is in red, as you can see, and they have another one which is in purple. But it's actually a limited offer, limited time offer. This is going to not be available anymore after the end of this week. So yeah, side scrollers do have an Beat Your Demons t-shirt. One's in purple, as I said, and one's in red. I think the red one's better also because it's a demon, demon red. Kind of, those colours would kind of go together, you would imagine. They have a purple one as well, as I said. So yeah, that's the purple one. And yeah, as I said, limited time offer thing. It's ending after this week. I've looked into it. I mean, personally, I'm so like, to me, the t-shirt looks okay, but I like longer t-shirts. I'm a big fat bastard, you know what I mean? So if I wore this t-shirt, I feel like my belly would fucking be exposed a wee bit because it doesn't seem to come down too long. So it kind of ends there. It seems. I like a longer t-shirt personally. You know what I mean? So I think it's. I can appreciate obviously what they're trying to do, but at the same time, I don't think I'd want it myself. Put it that way, because I'm a big fatty. But yeah, that's just me though. But yeah, if Phil had not bailed at this point in time, Keemstar would not have gotten on, by the way.
And it's no, that's terrible,
I'm
dude.
Totally good. I thought it was really funny. All right.
Oh my goodness.
So there's a few things that I want to circle back with you on, Phil. Phil, you still there? You look like you're frozen.
Did we lose him?
He got him, buddy. He got him, buddy.
Oh well, if he drops, well, he can come back in. Yeah, he does look frozen and such. But
I was just kidding. I mean,
course.
I couldn't help the puns. They wrote themselves.
Phil, make sure you pop back in. I'm sure that he will. I doubt that he quit because he would have been dropped from the thing. It's definitely an internet issue of some corp.
Must
so
be frozen.
I do not think that he rage quit or anything like that. So Phil, you can just pop back in whenever you're ready, and we'll keep going. But there are a few things that I want to circle back on, mainly on the 5K. Okay, let's see, he dropped, so he'll pop back in. I do want to circle back on the business expense because I feel like Phil.
The business expenses apparently don't fucking exist. It's fucking Phil doing his absolute best to fucking deny knowing what his fucking expenses are and business expenses are. It's just, it doesn't add up one fucking bit. You know, it's just crazy. Him also trying to fucking deny the account's not his when he fucking said outright before that his account was breached. You know, he said it before. He's like, he has admitted before the account was his. So yeah, I'm just, it's just what it's been. He has admitted it before. Anyway, Little Piggy is now going live. As you can see, he's got his fucking little pre-stream, pre-roll thing, pre-intro thing rolling right now. So, the bingo's about to begin any fucking second now. Give more blood saying he sent me a link to a great t-shirt. Let's fucking try and find it quickly before Phil actually fucking begins. Hold on. Oh, just two seconds here. What in the fuck is this nonsense? Well, let's your Phil's still playing, we've got time. What in the fuck? Give more blood? Have you? No, and no. Just no. Bad, you know, no. I've tended to fucking time you out for sending that fuck shit. Fuck no. Anyway, guys, tag me in chat in case I miss anything in the card. I don't try and miss things in the card, but I just do some things because I'm a stupid bastard. 25 out of 25, one of you guys win a full, prize. We got a full house. So yeah, 10 burps free space, 25 stars free space, 100 likes free space. DSP's a bitch. Here we go. Good luck.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of March, 2023, and I know that's a little weird. I'm almost never here on Wednesday, but today is the exception, and in reality, what's going to happen is my schedule is likely going to shift so that every Wednesday I'll be here. I'll probably be here Friday to Wednesday for the foreseeable future. Now, again, that could change. It all depends on various things, such as my wife's work schedule, which is really the reason why this is changing this week. But, all right, so, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I would like to welcome you to my final consecutive streaming day of the week. That is 7 straight days of content that I've put out for you here on the internet this week. Man, what a week. And let me tell you, certainly highs and lows. Certainly this week did not turn out how we all had hoped or anticipated.
I mean, I can't believe you're still going on about it, Phil. For fuck's sake, you don't want to fucking keep screaming to fucking move on from the fucking thing happening, and yet here's you fucking bringing it up again. You're going to fucking refer to it again after you fucking demanded your audience don't fucking bring it up again? Really? Are you fucking out your goddamn tiny mind?
Be honest here. But that's life. And in life, you roll with the punches, you adapt on the fly, and you do what's best, right? And I really do feel like, you know, overall, I learned a lot this week. That's a hell of a lot for sure there. Like, wow, did I learn a lot about stuff? Yeah, and I'm happy to basically have that phase of my online presence, online existence done with. Because it is now.
That is a fucking pathetic and miserable thing to admit. You're fucking happy that you cannot trust any single fucking human being on the internet. You're openly admitting you're fucking pleased you'll never fucking have to worry about anyone else on the internet ever again, whether we're going to be fucking trustworthy or not. Phil is going to abandon networking. Phil is going to fucking abandon fucking reaching out to other fucking people and trusting other people, talking to other people. No, he's going to be a fucking hermit. Just stay in his fucking little bubble here and just fucking slowly fucking diminish in size and relevancy and fucking die a fucking slow and fucking pointless death. That's his channel anyway. I'm talking about his fucking channel, but you get what I'm fucking saying though. This bastard, man, he's trying to fucking grow and at the same time he's fucking happy to fucking stagnate. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Fuck me. I can't trust anyone anymore. They're all out to get me. They're going to backstab me. Phil, they don't trust you. I mean, you fucking told your side of the story. It made no goddamn sense. They told you it made no goddamn sense. They said they didn't believe you. And you went, yeah, it's fine. I can't force you. I can't make you believe me. And then they fucking said it again on the following day. And then you fucking freaked the fuck out about it, for fuck's sake. It's such a weird fucking thing for Phil to fucking do. It's like, what the fuck is going on in that stupid fucking greasy pig empty head of his?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for super chat. It says, guess I'll just stay in my lane then. Sad snort. It's... yeah, I'm fucking getting triggered early on by this fucking cunt. Okay, let's just crack on with it. Bingo, we did a strong start, very strong start early on. Look at how many things we got ticked off already for the first like fucking 2 minutes or so. So yeah, it's just... Phil does not want to get to any other level. You know what? There's nothing wrong with level 1 at first, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with level 1. People fucking like to get warmed up the whole time and playing a game, but playing a brand new fucking game, you're just starting off, it's a level 1. Okay, let me get the hang of things, let me get a feel of things, let me try and adapt to things, let me see how things go, let me get introduced to the fucking game properly. But yes, after a very short spell of time, once you get used to level 1, you want to fucking level up. Most people want to level up and fucking get onto the more exciting stuff in the fucking game of life, you know? But Phil's like, nah, let me just stay here and level 1 when it's all nice and easy for me. Why don't I have to put any effort into it whatsoever? Why don't I have to have any fucking problems or inconveniences for me? I can just fucking stay here and level 1 and not have to fucking worry about the complications or even finishing what I'm meant to try and fucking finish. We'll just stay here on level 1 and you guys in chat can fucking do all the hard work for me because I'm just going to fucking settle for level 1. This guy is a fucking lost cause.
Of my online presence, online existence done with. Because it is now at this point, as I've told you guys, you know, over the course of this week. Here's what I would like to say. Since this is the final streaming day of the week before my day off tomorrow. Thank you all. Because this week, I got a lot of support from my fans. I really appreciate that. I got dozens upon dozens of messages, supportive messages. I got all kinds of stuff. All kinds of great stuff. Okay? Hold on one second. And I got distracted. Okay. Looks good. Sorry, because like I said, this week also has just been incredibly busy for me and my wife doing tax stuff and all kinds of stuff going on. All at the same time as everything else going on. So it's like double stress, double everything. And I really, really appreciate your support and understanding during this time because, man, it's been a crazy week. Seriously, like nutty week. First of all, anyone who reached out this week and sent me a positive message, I really appreciate that. All right? I had people who are longtime fans. I had people who are not even fans at all reach out to me this week and be like, you know, here's my take on what's going on and keep trucking, you know, and I appreciate that. People who aren't even necessarily people who are watching my content every day reached out to me and were supportive, and I really, really appreciate that.
You know, that's a bingo already because he's talking about fucking people saying things to him in emails, so that's a bingo.
This week, in addition, lots of other things have been happening that you guys don't know. Like, I got a bunch of new fan art. I got an actual awesome new video overnight last night that actually I was hoping someone would make, and they did, and I'm really excited to put it out there. To give you some ideas, there's some new fan art in the rotation. You won't see it now, of course, because the show has started. But there is a piece of Resident Evil 4 fan art, as well as a piece of M. Bison fan art. Did you guys see it? I put it into the rotation this morning. I snuck it in there.
I mean, should we try and find it very quickly? We can fucking get back to this fucking bullshit. We're like fucking... Is there... Hang on, I'll just fucking scan the wee fucking line thing. Oh. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this nonsense? It doesn't even look like Phil. Where's the snort sax? It doesn't even remotely look like him. Is it meant to be M. Bison or is it meant to be DSP? I love how the hat is not even fucking on his head properly. Like, Phil's head is such a weird fucking shape, the hat doesn't fit on properly. Is that the only new bit of art? I think it is.
Get in there like 15 minutes ago because I just got it over. I was like, oh, I got it overnight. Let me add it in. I don't know if you guys saw it. So let me know. You should see it in the rotation, you know, soon. It's going to be in there moving forward. Every time that I go on a commercial break or the pre-roll and stuff like that, it's really well done and it's hand-drawn art. So I was like blown away by the quality. I was like, wow, that's really, really nice that a fan made that for me. It's been a while since we had a good amount of new fan hand-drawn art. The Resident Evil one's not in there. Yes, it is. I put in 2 different ones. There's an M. Bison one, and there's a Resident Evil one where I look like Leon. They're both in there. Just that they're separate. And I have so much fan art, you might have missed it. So. Ooh, excuse me. So, that's great. And then in addition,
Is that technically a burp if there was no sign of a burp? Like it was almost like a silent burp. Should we count this? I mean,
just that they're separate. And I have so much fan art, you might have missed it. So.
Is this a burp?
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, people are saying yes. Okay, fine, I'll count it. See, I wasn't sure because I wasn't sure if he managed to somehow barely suppress it or something or whatever. If it's still okay, I've counted it.
So that's great. And then in addition, someone made a video overnight. This is really awesome. Listen to this. Head-by-head comparison, then versus now. My original Metroid Prime playthrough on the Wii version, although I played it on the Wii U, it was the Wii version, versus the current Metroid Prime Switch version.
Did you fucking give them permission to use your content? Because you always say that's fucking illegal to do that. Phil Burnell, you always claim that people doing that are illegally gaining your content from nefarious means. Why is it perfectly fine for them to fucking use your content like that but not other people? You gonna explain that, Phil?
Head-to-head. Just like I had that head-to-head video of Dead Space Remake back in January. So it's the same exact premise. It's kind of interesting to see these games head-to-head. I mean, we're at another one on Friday. It's going to be Resident Evil 4. And it would be interesting to see, like, the original versus the remake as well. If even has the same scenes, right? Because it's such a different remake. Maybe it doesn't even have the same head-to-head scenes. Don't know. But these are really awesome videos. Like this, the one on Dead Space you guys really liked. So what I think I will do is I will upload that video to go live tomorrow. So I'm not here tomorrow, but people...
Thank fuck for that, he's not here tomorrow. I'm going 1.25 ready, fuck it. Phil's boring me immediately straight away, so we're going 1.25.
will have something to watch. That's kind of an interesting comparison of the two versions of the game. And I really appreciate that people, you know, were as much as they could be nice to me this week, you know. And I apologize that basically I haven't really talked about it because here's the thing, as I told you guys, I really want to move past the online drama shit. I'm just done with it. I really don't care about it anymore. I just want to sit here and make content that I like making and you guys like watching. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't want to be here in all the nonsense and the outside white noise drama that these people create. I never wanted to be a part of it. This is literally why I'm hated on the internet, is their bullshit. It's not things that I'm actively doing every day on my streams. It's the nonsense and the fervor they kick up around bullshit.
So let's sum up what happened, Phil. You were happy to go ahead with this interview. You were happy to fucking go ahead with the changed format of the interview. You kind of knew what to fucking expect from the interview to a degree. And you fucking, yeah, you knew what you were walking into to an extent. So, despite you having the possibility to fucking walk away at any fucking point in time, you stayed for the whole entire fucking time. You gave a whole bunch of fucking answers to some questions, and some of those answers were not very good fucking answers at all. They formed their own opinion on your answers and didn't really find them trustworthy. They shared the sentiment with their audience and you freaked the fuck out. Basically, it sounds like you caused your own problems, Phil. You're not that trustworthy. It's as simple as that. People can't trust you. The majority of people cannot trust you. The things you say have no weight to them, have no fucking credibility to them. Now, whenever us mentally ill motherfuckers, mentally ill, evil detractors, whenever we make claims, we usually have something to back those claims up. Whenever you make claims, there's fucking just like, you know, dust in the wind. There's nothing there. It's like fucking nothing. Jesus Christ, Phil. Like, you done it to yourself, pal. You done it all to yourself. You've only got yourself to blame. You're an unlikable, untrustable person. It's just a simple truth of the matter. You got a small handful of people that trust you. Congratulations. You might as well cling on to them for dear life. Because most of others don't.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Logan K for a super chat. He says, I want to move past online drama. By the way, I am reacting to the continual fall of Wings of Redemption next week. Hypocrisy to the max. Well, it means his drama. his drama, he wants to fucking move on. He's not going to deal with it again. He'll happily fucking monetize and fucking glorify the drama of other people occasionally, like fucking Wings of Redemption, you know, or whatever. But no, when it comes to him, no, that's a banned topic. You can't fucking do that. And DSP Gaming and DSP Racks will not have DSP drama anymore. Drama with other people? Absolutely. But nah, but him? Fuck no.
It's not things that I'm actively doing every day on my streams. It's the nonsense and the fervor they kick up around bullshit and keep amplifying it on the internet for personal gain. And I want no part of it. You know, there's no me going in another interview, me trying to stand here and defend myself. It's not going to do anything because those people are beyond listening to reason. They don't care. They're only in it for the personal gain. So
you want to talk about reason, Phil? You want to really talk about fucking reason? Okay. So, according to Phil Burnell, someone that's not him, that lives in the same area of renting as him, either went to the same places as Phil most days in an 18-month period and bought things that Phil had also bought that time or roughly that time as well. Things like going to the restaurants and getting his hair cut at the same places, going to fucking, you know, Costco, whatever, you know what I mean, or whatever, fucking, you know what I mean, not even Costco, but fucking other places, you know what I mean, like, Jesus Christ, man, like, either someone has done an incredible troll job, either someone has gone above and beyond to absolutely troll the hell out of Phil by spending tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars pretending to be Phil. And no, that's not even just about the bank leagues, that's also the WWE champions, for fuck's sake. Either someone has gone to incredible great lengths, somehow managed to convince Scopely to fucking change their username on the fucking game to Down From the Rafters, which, by the way, is not a possible username for normal people because it's fucking exceeding the length of characters you can use in a username. The most likely explanation is usually the correct explanation. It's Phil. That's the simple truth of the matter, and Phil had no explanation for it. He had no evidence to fucking say otherwise. All he fucking could say was, trust me, bro. Trust me. Just trust me. They're wrong, I'm right. I'm not going to tell you how or why, but just trust me, brah. It's just, it doesn't add up. One fucking bit.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to IP2 Always Wins for Super Chat, who says the shop charges were on his day off as well. Exactly, things lined up perfectly, you know, pretty much. Phil likes to fucking claim, oh, there's like fucking days where I spent $200 on fucking cat, you know, at a pet shop. And no, sometimes Phil does get cat extra things. He gets the cat fucking like filtered water, for example, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Also, pet shops don't just sell fucking pet stuff, they also sell gift cards sometimes, like iTunes gift cards. And who's addicted to fucking mobile gaming in the past anyway? Phil Burnell. Who's probably addicted to it still now without admitting it? Phil Burnell. It's just, there's so much evidence pointing to it being Phil. Craig has saw this, Adam has saw this, and they couldn't get a plausible explanation from Phil to try and counter that at all. But yeah, fucking hell, man, like, the most logical explanation is it's Phil. Even normal people like Craig and Adam saw this and said, yeah, this looks like it's you, pal. It's just like, you've not convinced him. You could not convince him because you had nothing to convince him with, because the chance you had to convince people of your innocence and WWE champion at least, you fucking bailed from. Somehow, in some way, Phil's username in WWE Champions is putting his entire family at risk. How? God, how in God's name, how? How? Someone explain to me how in the fuck that can happen.
people are beyond listening to reason. They don't care. They're only in it for the personal gain. So why waste time, right? So I've gotten, no exaggeration, I've gotten dozens and dozens of very positive messages and emails. And some people are even like in the email, feel free to read this out. And I'm like, understand, I really appreciate it. I've read every single message I got this week. I promise you I did. All right. But I don't even want to read them out, only because all that does is it just continues the circus of nonsense. You see, giving more attention and more light to bullshit that I'm done with. I'm 40 years old. I'm about to be 41 years old in just a couple of weeks. I don't care about the bullshit anymore. I have no time for it. You know, you get to a certain age and you're like, I'm so far past this nonsense that I just don't care about these people and anything they say. So it's that simple. All right. So please understand, I really don't want to talk about it anymore for good reason, you know? And you know what's really funny? You're going to love this one.
You keep bringing up non-stop. That's what's really funny to me. You constantly keep bringing it up when you want to move on from it.
I shit you not. A couple people, not just one, a couple people reached out to me this week. Listen to this. For a favor. A favor. You're asking me for a favor this week. The week when the entire internet decided they wanted to dump on Darkside Phil unfairly. You want a favor from me. You have to be the stupidest individuals on the planet to reach out to me for a favor this week. If ever you were gonna, you know, like how dumb can you be? Really? You have to have no brain in between the ears to say, oh, I'm gonna ask Phil for some help this week. No. How about this? I'm gonna stay in my community, in my bubble. I'm gonna put out fun content for all you guys, and that's all I care about. No more of this bullshit. I'm not, oh, let me reach out to Phil for this or that. How about you go fucking give yourself a reach around and leave me alone? All right, no more favors, no more Mr. Nice Guy here, because I had enough. I'm tired of being a whipping boy.
Yeah, I've got a question. When the fuck did Mr. Nice Guy start? Because I must have fucking blinked and missed it.
And then, you know, everyone treats me like shit, but I'm supposed to just take it on the chin and to be nice to everyone else. No, no more. No more bullshit, all right? You want to treat me like shit, don't ever come to me for nothing, because it's hilarious that I'm sorry, like, what? You dare to come to me this, of all the times this week? I know you don't understand, because why would I give you details? It's just hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
You know what, it is fucking hilarious, Phil. It's absolutely hilarious to me that you'd actually fucking go out your fucking way to help anyone if there was no fucking gain from it, gain in it for you whatsoever. The only way you would fucking help someone is if it fucking benefited you financially. Why in the fuck would you ever go your goddamn way for anyone else if you didn't fucking stand to gain from it? You fucking greedy pig.
That's this way, like, what are you, stupid? Yeah, you have to be. So, I am not entertaining it any further, and I apologize. I already apologized yesterday, but I know that when this stuff happens, it affects the community. It doesn't just affect me. It affects all of you in a very negative way. You guys don't want this. And obviously, this was not what was intended. I was assuming that I was going to be treated fairly. You know, I really wasn't. And the thing is, like, so many people have reached out to me to explain everything in better than I understood it. Essentially kind of saying, you know, to a lot of people, the whole thing looked like it was unfair from the start. Personally, I felt that everything was going to go down interview-wise the way that it did. I had no idea there was going to be this insane amount of drama follow-up, that there was going to be harassment after the fact. None of that was agreed to. And that was all incredibly unprofessional and just horrible. Because like I said, it doesn't just affect me. It affects the entire community around me and my content who don't deserve to have negativity thrown their way because of a bunch of scumbags who are just out for personal gain. You know what I'm saying? So it's really messed up. And I'm sorry for that. All right? And that's why I've learned my lesson. No more interviews. No more bullshit. I'm done with it. There's absolutely no reason. And it's because some people are like, well, what you should really do is you should reach out to a content creator who would understand you. Or maybe another person who's a streamer on your level who's been around for a long time. Like, no. You don't understand. Like, I really don't feel like there's anyone that would treat me fairly at this point. You know, I really don't. I think everyone would just see the dollar signs and see the boost in popularity they would get for crapping on me and my community. And they're just going to continue to do that.
Well, give me a fucking break. See the fucking dollar signs. Look who's fucking talking by fucking doing React content to fucking try and save his fucking failing channel. Look at me. I've got fucking React content, guys. Please become a member and give me money to fucking give me videos to fucking react to poorly so you can give me more money while I react to the fucking videos. You greedy fucking cunt. Fucking hell, man. This man that cries about fucking trying to operate a fucking business and his fucking failing business and is begging for fucking tips every single goddamn fucking day is complaining about others trying to fucking make money. Meanwhile, fucking sits in his goddamn arsehole fucking day every single fucking day begging for fucking money.
So, I'm not going to put us into that situation.
Us. I'm not going to put us into that situation. Phil, you put yourself into that situation. You did not drag your fucking audience to side scrollers. You actually tried to encourage them usually to fucking stay away. You kept fucking telling your audience, by the way, you're not going to hear anything new. There's nothing going to be revealed by me in a stream that you've not heard before. That was like actively you trying to fucking encourage your audience. You know what? You're not going to fucking learn anything new. You might as well just fucking stay put. Yes, you did eventually try and show it a bit and fucking tell your audience, by the way, here at this time, I'll be on side scrollers, but you're telling your audience for fucking days leading up to it, days and days. You're not going to hear anything new. Don't expect to hear anything new. You've heard it all before from me. That is not a great way to fucking advertise someone else's fucking content. So in my opinion, you doing that scumbag move, they've fucking got you on your show, and you're fucking burying it already to your own audience before you even started. So I'm fucking glad that you're feeling so fucking pissed off for him. I'm glad you feel so fucking betrayed, and you feel like a goddamn victim. Because you fucking shat all over the fucking concept of the fucking show before you're even on it.
Of risk again, okay? So, I'm done with it, okay? I'm not entertaining it, and by the way, this is going to be a very strict policy around here. You bring up drama on my streams and you're gone.
You have brought it up every single fucking day since it happened. Tomorrow is a 1 week anniversary of it. If you're still talking about it on Friday, I'm going to fucking I'm going to be annoyed as fuck. which is not unusual for me. I know I get annoyed very fucking easily, but you understand what I'm fucking saying. Every single day, without fail, he has brought up. Sometimes you can argue, ask someone to give us a chat and talk about it. Today, of his own volition, of his own choice, of his own doing, he started his own shitey fucking podcast talking about the whole fucking thing.
There's if it's something that happened on the stream, okay? Let's say, for example, there's some silly stuff happening in the chat. It's an observation from the game. You want to talk about that or whatever, that's fine. The moment people start bringing up crap from outside these streams that has nothing to do with me, that someone else made up, someone else is saying some other drama, you're gone. And I don't...
Then in that case, stop fucking asking for money. Your financial well-being has nothing to do with the video games that you're fucking playing. Your financial well-being has nothing to do with the content you're producing. So, don't bring up money, and then it won't be a problem. Okay? That sound fair? This is your business, but if your content's entertaining, then your audience knows how to support you. It's as simple as that.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. Done. So, no tolerance, no nonsense policy moving forward. It just has to happen because it's the only way that's going to stop us from being derailed. Okay? It's that simple. So, you are silly today. What is going on with you? You want so much attention today. So
He wants so much attention today. Aye, Phil, can you relate to that cat in any fucking way? The cat wants attention. Do you fucking sense some sort of kindred spirit in that fucking cat? I hope that cat fucks up your... come on. Jasper, finish your fucking job. Go for a fucking vein. Scratch your fuck out of this fucking idea again.
we're done, guys, all right? And I had to get that out of the way because now we're moving forward. Next week, we're going to be 1,000,000% past this, and we're going to be so into new stuff and fun stuff that it's going to be a, I like to say it, it's a fart in the wind. It stunk for a little bit, but it flew away, and we don't have to worry about it anymore, all right?
You know, he has mentioned shit so far. He's like, you know, they've been shitting on me, blah, 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 and then he's talking about a fart in the wind randomly. I feel like I should take scat talk. I mean, I wouldn't usually do it, but the fact that he's mentioned shit so much already on this fucking podcast at this early stage, plus I want to fucking win, I'm taking it.
It's meaningless. So, let's move on from it, okay?
Did he just, I'm actually fucking so annoyed, I'm stuttering. Did he say meaningless? Yesterday, we were waiting for him to say meaningful. He didn't say it. It denied us a full house bingo. I wanted to fucking give you guys money yesterday, and he wouldn't say meaningful. And now he's talking meaningless? As if he's fucking mocking us? This motherfucker is getting on my last nerve.
Cool. So, moving forward, let's talk a little bit, shall we? Hold on. We got someone who's impersonating other chatters, and I gotta keep banning the person because they're an asshole. Sorry about that.
Hey, a confirmation of a lean-in ban. That's fantastic. We can take that as well. This is a really strong start to the card.
That guy's stupid. So today is Wednesday. Yes, normally I wouldn't be here, but like I said, my schedule shifted this week. And so we'll have a full day of streaming today. Let's continue on with everything we were doing yesterday and nice chill streaming as well. Today on the podcast, what I would like to do is give my final thoughts on Wolong, because we beat it the other day. I was supposed to give you my thoughts yesterday, and I kind of got derailed and distracted and didn't do it. So I want to do that. I want to give you my final thoughts on the game. And basically then a little bit of news. All right, and the schedule, you know, you guys want to know the schedule. I'll probably update the schedule, even though it's pretty much the same, but it's an exciting schedule this week for sure. And then do some Q&A and stuff with you guys, depending on time. Okay, that's the show for today. My shirt is looking extra bright red, isn't it? I wonder if the camera. I think it does actually. If you take a look, like for example, what if I made this red?
Shut up, bitch!
It doesn't stand out as much. Purple. I think the shirt stands out depending on what color the background is that I set. See that? Like stands out more or less. Like the contrast, red versus blue, it really stands out strongly, right? Pretty crazy. So, let's talk about everything. First of all, let's just update the schedule briefly, okay? So today, we continue on with Metroid Prime Remastered on the first stream, and it's Oblivion on the late stream, both of which should be interactive and relaxing playthroughs. Now, here's the funny part. So I played Metroid Prime yesterday.
Nobody cares. We have got another bingo because Phil said interactive. Honestly, we might be finished with bingo at this rate. We might get a full house before like the podcast ends. And then we don't have to fucking worry about listening to the rest of it.
Both of which should be interactive and relaxing playthroughs. Now, here's the funny part. So I played Metroid Prime yesterday, okay? And starts off strong, and by the end of the stream, we lost some viewers. Support was just okay. It wasn't great for a premiere stream or whatever. And people are like, oh my god, Metroid Prime, you see it's a disaster. And I'm like, Metroid Prime wasn't good when I played it 8 years ago. I mean that. Like, when I played Metroid Prime 8 years ago, I played it in the Metroid Prime trilogy, and I played it, I think, during the summertime, like August, when there was nothing else going on. It didn't even do well back then. You know what I mean? Like I told you guys, when I play Nintendo games, for some weird reason, all right, they just don't catch on that well. And I don't know if it's because I'm not known for playing Nintendo stuff, and there's already a bunch of established people who play Nintendo games on the internet. I don't know if it's because I'm critical of Nintendo, which I am. I you know, unlike a lot of people who are just kind of fanboys, I tell it like it is. And if I think Nintendo is doing something wrong or something dumb, I always call them out, right?
There is another explanation as why you're not fucking getting a lot of support for the game. Maybe it's because you absolutely fucking suck at the fucking game, and most games in fucking general, and nobody wants to endure your boring ass fucking gameplay streams. We tried to do a bingo last week on Phil during gameplay. It was diabolical. It was torture. I would rather have fucking had a painful shite than endure that gameplay stream.
Thing is, I always am fair to their games when I play them, and I tell you, you know, what I think about them, and 9 times out of 10, you're playing a first-party Nintendo game. It's one of the best in-class experiences you're going to get in gaming, right? But that doesn't mean that I just kiss Nintendo's butt constantly. But it's funny because it seems like every time that I go to play a Nintendo game, I get a response like, oh, well, why is he even playing Nintendo? I thought he hates Nintendo. What? Why do you think I hate Nintendo? Just because I'm actually critical of the company?
Well, you are a bit racist as well. In fact, please go on. You're going to talk about Nintendo right now, and your kind of random hatred of the company, and you're going to fucking talk about Wolong as well. Please help us tick off the racism card. Please, Phil, just give me a fucking reason. Any fucking reason at all, Phil, to let me tick off that goddamn racism card. Please.
Which I feel my criticisms are fair. I don't feel like I'm going over the top hateful against Nintendo. I feel like I'm just being honest with criticism, which they need. They need honest criticism. They don't need to get their butts kissed. They've had their butts kissed for like 30 years. It's one of the reasons why their games run poorly. They have issues with things, you know, like why they make an entire console that no one wants. I mean, this is why. When you kiss someone's butt constantly and you don't give them honest criticism, they'll never improve. How many years was I putting out the same kind of content on the internet, not knowing that I needed to improve, until finally I listened to your criticisms, and all of a sudden here we are, better quality stuff, right? So you need it, and I just don't get why, quite frankly, the Nintendo stuff doesn't usually do well. It just doesn't. I don't think it's very rare when I play a Nintendo game and it gets any kind of significant attention. Even 7.5 years ago when I played Metroid Prime the first time, it was actually one of my deadest playthroughs of the year. Now, keep in mind, back then, I relied on views to make a living. It wasn't, oh, streams and crowdfunding and stuff like that. It was, you have to watch the videos on YouTube. That's how I make my money. It was all about ad revenue back then. And I actually looked at the playthrough last night because I was curious. And part 1 has like 20,000 views, which used to be common for 8 years ago. I would always get like tons of views on part 1. Then all of a sudden, part 2 is like 6,000 views. Part 3 is like 3,000. And then since then, it's like 1,000 views on each video moving forward. And that's a playthrough that's been up for over 7 years. And that's the best it did. You see? That's really bad compared to other playthroughs I used to put out.
So what you're saying is that the first part done well, but then a lot of support dropped off for the further parts. I'm not going to blame the game. When this happens to you, Phil, in every single fucking game you play, every single fucking game that Phil Burnell has played in the 15 fucking years of content creation, part 1 has done okay, part 2 not as well, part 3 worse, part 4 even worse, and it fucking just tails off. The common theme is not the game, because this happens to a wide variety of different fucking games. The common theme is a person playing it. He is not entertaining enough to fucking hang around and watch a whole fucking playthrough of. Nobody wants it.
So it's just kind of like, it's always been like that. So when I knew I was going to play Metroid Prime...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Paradox for a really generous super chat. It says something to help towards the soundboard fund. That's fantastic. Like, I should definitely have enough money, by the way. That's an incredible thing to do, and I'm really looking at Stream Decks. D-Dog knows this hype. I told him the other day, I have been looking at this and I'm trying to educate myself on these Stream Decks and be prepared to buy one next month, essentially. But that's a really generous super chat. I do appreciate it, and it definitely will absolutely go toward a Stream Deck MK2. And yeah, I'm gonna get like a wee 15 button one, you know, like the or whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, I've got plans. I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. I don't even have it yet, but I'm still trying to plan out the things I want to get. So as soon as I've got it, I can fucking just try and get up to speed with it as soon as fucking possible, and hopefully get it prepared as soon as well. But yeah, thank you very much, Paradox. I do appreciate it. Prophet says I'm going to send you some recommendations. I appreciate it. I mean, Prophet's the best tech guy I know. So yeah, that's fantastic as well. I appreciate it. So yeah. That's what I'm saying on that. I do appreciate it, you know what I mean? I'm always trying my best to kind of provide as best stuff as possible, you know what I mean? I don't try and go overboard with things like sound effects, for example, you know what I mean? But it'd be good to have wee buttons, so I can just press a wee button to add a snort to the counter or whatever, instead of just manually doing it myself and possibly make a type or something. I can just press a wee button on the Stream Deck, and there you go, one snort, one burp. Maybe even if I can add coughs or something. People have been asking for a cough counter as well. You know what I mean? I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, I guess, in future. But the stream did not die. I was asking, did the stream die? Nah, I don't think it did. At least not from me anyway. But yeah. Paradox says, meant a Stream Deck, not a soundboard, sorry. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine, Paradox, you know what I mean? I kind of got what you meant anyway. But yeah, thank you very much. It definitely will go towards, a Stream Deck.
It's always been like that. So when I knew I was going to play Metroid Prime, because here's the funny thing. Metroid Prime was shadow dropped several weeks ago, correct? And at that point, everyone was like, what? You're really missing it. Why don't you just drop everything and play Metroid Prime? I was like, you guys don't know anything who are saying shit like that. Like, you have no idea of my history, of anything. You know, every time I play a Nintendo game, it doesn't really do very well. I love them. I enjoy playing them. But for me, it's more like a passion project, or it's more like a chill project, rather than something that's a major deal, only because, I don't know why, but they just don't catch on. Even when I play Super Mario Odyssey, it didn't do that good. When I played Breath of the Wild, it even didn't do that good. So it stands to reason it's going to be the same deal. In fact, I would say the only Nintendo game that I played in the last few years that did well was Metroid Dread. Yeah, that was about it. So it's funny because, again, it almost feels like when this game shadow dropped weeks ago, it was the vocal minority who really wanted to see it. Everyone else was interested in something else, but I said, I'll wait till it makes sense, and finally it made sense this week, and that's why we're playing it, and I'm happy we're playing it. But at the same time, I'm not expecting sky-high performance from Metroid Prime. I mean, let's be honest, we got some really awesome stuff coming up this weekend that's going to take priority, and then I'm going to balance, Metroid Prime with all the other stuff that's going to be probably doing way better, and that's how it's going to work. If I was just playing Metroid Prime and nothing else, I mean, right? But that's the thing. You can play games like this that are older games, that are games that not everyone wants to see, if you're balancing it with other content that everyone does want to see. That's how the variety style works. So, understand that, because some people I guess over and oh, look, his videos did terribly. No, they never do well. Like, literally never. I couldn't tell you the last time I played a Nintendo game and it did well. Ever. So, anyway. So today, more Metroid. Yesterday was chill fun, and let me tell you, what an improvement using this controller over the stupid Wii motion controls from last time. I mean, literally, a completely different gaming experience. Easily going through the platforming, easily beating the first boss on the first shot, no problem. That's the difference of actually having controls that work. So, I'm glad the motion control gimmick has completely died and faded and no one cares about it anymore, because what a joke of gaming that was. That whole decade, we were stuck with that shit. It's just so much better on that controller, on this controller here. So, I'm looking forward to more. And for those of you who, after this show, will stick around and chill with me for Metroid Prime, thank you. It's great. It is a good game. It's funny because, I'm not kidding you, the views on my podcast yesterday are almost better than the views on the playthrough. In fact, they are better than 2 out of the 3 videos. Only
that is not an unusual thing for you, you dense motherfucker.
Part 1 of Metroid beat the views on the podcast. So, yeah, a lot of people, more people are interested in the podcast than Metroid right now. Not much you can do about that, all right? Tonight's more Oblivion. It should be chill fun. As always, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Always a great time in Oblivion. Very interactive, lots of fun conversation. And particularly now we're in the Imperial City doing a bunch of questing, so it should be a good time, okay? I'm off tomorrow. In the meantime, tomorrow I will not be here. But if you watch any videos on the channel, if you give them likes and leave comments, maybe leave a super thanks, that would really be nice if you just help support the channel when I'm not here and give it engagement. And in addition, tomorrow I will be releasing special video. It'll be a comparison of the classic Metroid Prime on the Wii playthrough from 2015 versus the modern day Switch playthrough head to head. I will release that video tomorrow, and it's a really good video. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So give it a look tomorrow. Let me know what you think. Okay? Then when I come back on Friday, it's the premiere of Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm playing it all day long, and I have made my decision that I will buy it on the PS5. I haven't gotten it yet. I'll probably buy it tonight and pre-install it, so it's ready for Friday. Very excited for that. I hope that you guys are too. Seems like that's what everyone wants. Remember, I did a big poll, both on Twitter and on this channel, yesterday, asking what people wanted, and 2-to-1 people.
Shut the fuck up again, because we got another bingo. We got another bingo diagonal line, top left to bottom right. Shasta Supreme, brilliant username by the way. Shasta Supreme's asking, do I think Phil was sweating bullets that the tractor may lose interest after all the peak drama? It's possible. It's quite possible. A few years ago, after the bankruptcy happened for Phil Burnell, a lot of people did seem to lose interest, including myself. The bankruptcy happened, Phil was doing okay, seemed like he was recovering from things, you know what I mean? There was less drama involved, he was just kind of getting on with things and just kind of going through the motions, and a lot of people, myself included, pieced out from Phil Antics at that point in time, and then the bank weeks happened in 2021, September 2021, and that just sucked me right back in and then some to the fucking vortex, and I fucking got really like balls deep involved in the fucking detractor stuff and started making videos, not shit as well. But yeah, I've been following Phil's Antics, you know, as a detractor, just like a spectator detractor for like since 2014 or something, and yeah, I just lost interest after the bankruptcy, you know what I mean? And then also bank weeks happened, I got right back in it. But now that Phil has written off all this drama stuff, you know what I mean, and he's going to basically just stick to his own channel, I'm not going to really try and interact with anyone anymore unless it's on his own channel, and it's probably going to be nobody fucking worth it, you know, getting excited about. It is possible, of course, that it's just going to get boring. And the detractor interest might wane off a little bit, which might mean as well that the fan interest might wane off, because Phil needs us. He needs us at least as much as we need him, in terms of someone to fucking make fun of. Because if the detractors weren't fucking talking about DSP and how and all his dumb shit over the fucking years, Phil would have died as a YouTuber by now, for sure. His small little band of whales would not have fucking been around to fucking keep him afloat. It wouldn't be a fucking thing where it's like, oh, it's us versus them, that fucking strange mentality, us versus them. Phil's like trying to fucking gather around all his fans and pretend it's some sort of team battle. We're going to beat the trolls, we're going to beat the haters, beat the detractors, and all that shit. Fuck off. It's nothing to do with that. Like, if those fucking morons would take away fucking money, that's their own fucking loss. But at the end of the fucking day, it's just, he needs us as much as, I mean, that's what I'm saying, let's be honest, the detractors don't need Phil as much as he needs us. If nobody talked about Phil Burnell on the internet, who the fuck's going to fucking troll tip him, or even just tip him normally, and try and say, here's something. There would nothing left. There'd be no reason to have sock accounts as well, not shit, you know what I mean? Because nobody would fucking care about that shit. I don't know, it's crazy. Keemstar as well, Keemstar, but this Keemstar thing, Keemstar is not going to make a Netflix documentary on Phil Burnell. It's not going to be interesting enough, essentially, at least not to the wider public. Chris Dykes is saying he took a stress ball last night, took out a stress ball, trying to visually manipulate his audience even more. Fuck me, man. A stress ball, really? Stress ball. It's like because he's lacking actual ball to fucking squeeze, I don't know. Yeah, detractors can just go elsewhere, exactly. Detractors would go elsewhere, yeah. It's just crazy, man, I don't know, it's...
People want Resident Evil 4 Remake, so I'm excited for that for sure, and I am playing it on the harder difficulty as well, to make it even more challenging, and yes, I'll probably die even more, but at the same time, it'll probably do really well, so I'm excited for it. I hope you guys will be here all day Friday to watch Resident Evil 4 Remake. Then on Saturday, it's a balance. We're going to have DSP versus the Internet, my weekly react show on the first stream over on DSP Reacts. That's youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. And then the late stream on Saturday will be more Resident Evil 4 Remake. Sunday is a very special marathon event. It's my long-form react event of the month. I do one a month now over on DSP Reacts. And this month, it is me reacting to the Wings of Redemption follow-up documentary. It's called The Continual Fall of Wings of Redemption. We watched the original documentary last year. It was my first react event ever. And this one is the follow-up covering several years after that to see what happened, okay? I'm going to approach it the same way, the absolute same way that I approach it every time, fairly, objectively, and trying to feel empathetic towards Wings if I can, because I've been through a lot of the crap he's been through, and I kind of understand how horrible people are to people on the internet. So we'll see, because I don't know what's going to be in this follow-up documentary. I haven't watched it. So we'll find out, I guess, together. And the thing is, it's about 2 hours long. You know, it's going to take all day to get through, because just like the Pro Jared documentary that was 90 minutes long, I'm sure I'll be pausing. I'll be adding tons of additional, you know, my opinions and additional information, all kinds of stuff on my perspective. And it should be a good time. Now, also on Sunday, I'll be ordering some food. I have absolutely no idea what. I haven't even given it a single thought. Zero thought. So I'll think about it. I'll talk about it with my wife. We'll try to figure it out. And so be ordering some food for a little mini, you know, Feasting with Phil or The Tasteful Truth. We have to figure out what we want to rename it, because everyone seems to say that they don't want me to use the King moniker anymore. So we got to figure out.
Since when do you care about what everyone else says, you fucking hypocrite? You absolute fucking joke of a fucking pig. When do you care about what people say? The King of Hate is whining and crying what people are talking about on the internet. I wonder if he's ever going to fucking wear the bison hat again, the fucking Nazi hat, the fucking, you know, the military hat, the pilot hat, whatever you fucking want to call it. Because he was also told to drop that. He was like, yeah, Phil, drop that. It's a bad fucking look. Don't fucking use that. Fuck this fucking fake goddamn king. I'm the real fucking king around here. This guy's just a fucking imposter to the goddamn throne. You sit in a throne of lies, Phil.
Figure out what to rename it, right? And go from there. So let's talk about that. Let's try to figure that out over the next few days, right? figure that out, see what we want to eat together on Sunday during that show. That should be fun. It should be a fun event, I feel. So, that's Sunday. And then Monday, we're back to full-time gaming. It'll be Resident Evil 4 Remake paired with Like a Dragon Ishin. And then Tuesday, we'll alternate. We'll do Metroid Prime and Oblivion. And then Wednesday, more Resident Evil. And we'll alternate back and forth. And that's how the schedule is going to be for now. Now, in April, there's not a heck of a lot going on, all right? I think what we should do is we should sit down and reassess the schedule. And like I said, maybe we'd even do that during my birthday event. But right now, we got a couple special things coming up. For example, Ask the King is coming up. That's my bi-monthly Q&A show, and that's going to be on March 31st, the last day of the month. So please post up your questions if you have.
No. Also, we got a bingo because his chair creaked. I heard it. I heard the creak, so I'm taking it. Also, what was that show called? What was that strange show called?
All right. I think what we should do is we should sit down and reassess the schedule. And like I said, maybe we'd even do that during my birthday event. But right now, we got a couple special things coming up. For example, Ask the King is coming.
Ask the King. The king of what? Hypocrisy? Gluttony? Villainy? Hate?
Up. That's my bi-monthly Q&A show, and that's going to be on March 31st, the last day of the month. So please post up your questions. If you haven't, you could go to dspgaming.com to do that, or you could use the link by typing ! Ask the King in the chat right now. A link will pop up to post those up. Or if you're a channel member on either DSP Gaming or DSP Reacts, you get priority to submit questions for that. The threads are already live in the community tab, so go check those out with their respective channels. So that's coming up. And then, of course, my birthday celebration on April 6th, although it probably isn't going to be on April 6th. Likely it'll be the day after, because April 6th now looks like it's going to fall off my day off. And we've already talked about some fun stuff that we can do, including a special tier maker event. We're going to do some tier maker rankings live and try to get those up and interactive together. People want a WWE sim match, so we'll probably do that. First one in about 2 months. A battle royale, that is. And then we talked about some other things, like maybe doing a live schedule update, going through the schedule, talking about each game that's coming out. If it's a game that you guys are interested in or something that I should be interested in playing, right, and doing that. So there you go. That's all coming up. And then, of course, once we know what games are coming out, we can make the game schedule for April. Right now, April is looking very dead. It just is. So maybe April would be a good month to start my Elden Ring New Game Plus run or something like that. We can talk about it when we get to it. Okay? Okay. So what I would like to do now...
No. I've got to.
When we get to it. Okay?
That was a weird-ass fucking face he made. That was a weird-ass fucking face. I've got to do it. So. Hold on. Bear with me. We're going to find one good frame here. That's a shame the fucking microphone's in a wee bit, you know. This is not a dumb close-up. He has to use that fucking thing on OBS to actually have a proper close-up thing. I'm not counting this as a dumb close-up. I do want you to win today, but that would be cheap. That is not what a dumb close-up is. He can't put his face closer to the camera for a dumb close-up. He has to fucking use the thing in his OBS or whatever to fucking enable the dumb close-up. It's a nice try, yeah. Yeah, this would be a creepy whisper. It's actually on the list of things on the card, but it's not on our card today. This would be the creepy whisper. He leans into the microphone and does a wee creepy whisper because he's a fucking creepy bastard. Yeah, hold on. Shit, okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, fuck it. I'll include the microphone as well, fuck it all. There's a great wee detractor tune playing in the background. Band. Fucking love it. Right. Go on, bitch. Jesus, man, what the fuck? It doesn't even look like he's wearing a shirt here. It looks like his fucking head is like fucking inside a wall or something. It's bizarre. What in the hell is this fuck shit? Just, it looks so weird.
Okay. So what I would like to do now is give my final thoughts on a game that I've been playing for the past 2 weeks and finally finished. A game that when I finished it, I clocked in at 25 hours of gameplay. Actually, it's more like 26 because the last part was almost 2 hours long. The game is called Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. It is essentially Dynasty Warriors, but it plays like Sekiro. It has the cast of all the characters of Dynasty Warriors, and the plot is that it's a what-if scenario. What if, during the whole era of Dynasty Warriors going on, there was this warlock who showed up in China and found a way to harness dark demon powers. And he was using this elixir to corrupt not only, you know, the creatures and the people, but also the rulers. And he was basically corrupting all of China. And so all these factions that were already at war now are not only at war with each other, but with demons and all kinds of stuff going on. It's an interesting what-if scenario. It kind of reminds me of like Yakuza Dead Souls. If you remember, by the way, the landscapers will be outside today, so I'll probably have to close the window in a second. But if you remember, in Yakuza Dead Souls, it's another what-if scenario. What if the whole cast of Yakuza who are in, Japan, if everything gets overrun with zombies, how would they handle it? How would they survive? What would they do? And it's kind of the same kind of deal. The only difference is the game very much tries to copy the gameplay and formula of Sekiro. It's a very heavy parry-based game, meaning you need to block a ton and always be parrying. When you parry, a stun meter builds up. When the stun meter builds up all the way, now that enemy is kind of staggered. You can do a death blow that takes a bunch of their health. Now, you can also hit the enemies for damage, but most of the enemies, including the bosses in particular, are basically damage sponges. You can't just sit there and wail on them, because most of the time you can't really hurt them. It's all about building up stagger, okay? And it's basically you do a couple light attacks, you build up stagger on your heavy attack, and you do your heavy attack, you'll do a giant chunk to their stagger bar. And like I said, if you're parrying constantly with good timing, you can build up their stagger bar until finally you can do those counterattacks. Now, a lot of people, including me, criticized Sekiro and said it was a one-trick pony. The whole game was based around the parrying, and if you mastered the parrying, that was it. This game does have some other elements like magic attacks and things. By the end game, if you've gotten some of the better magic attacks, it's more powerful than the parrying. Like a few final bosses, I was using this crazy lightning spell that was hitting the final bosses insane amounts and filling up their stun bar like crazy. I was like, wow, this might have been a challenging boss, but because I have this one spell, I'm steamrolling it. So it is a little different than Sekiro in that regard. But here's the thing about Wolong, okay? You can tell when you play it. The game really, really wishes that it was Sekiro. It wants to be Sekiro, but sadly, it's missing a lot of the elements that made Sekiro a special game. First of all, there's no variety to the environments of this game. It's essentially you're in some kind of a battlefield, you're in some kind of a village, you're running through like a jungle or forest, or you're underground. And they all look generic and boring. Yeah, there's a couple stages that look a little different, but for the most part, it's almost all identical, okay? And it's bad. It gets so boring. While when you play a game like Sekiro or anything from FromSoft, usually there's such a great variety in the world design that you're excited to go from location to location to see what new thing is in store.
Hold on, Chillin' saying that Phil mixed up Chinese and Japanese. Did he actually do that? If so, is that racist or is that just stupid? I mean, I don't want to just all say is it stupidity or is it racism? That's the thing. I don't think Phil would deliberately fucking do that, as a racist thing. It's more like a stupid thing. It's a very ignorant thing, bit of both. I mean, that's the thing. Do we count it, or is it? See, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like it's racist enough because I think it's genuinely, in this instance, I think it's an innocent, stupid, ignorant mistake from Phil. I don't know. It's just one of those. I don't know. I can't count it.
Awesome new challenge or new enemy type. This game is just like so repetitive with the stages that are uninspired, with the enemies that are reused 4,000 times. Again, it kind of, Neo did the same thing for sure. The difference is that Neo, its combat engine, felt like it was adding something to the existing combat engine of Dark Souls. Dark Souls had a installed delay to its control scheme to make the game harder. Neo removed that and made everything ultra responsive, plus added in new kinds of combos and transformations to make the combat feel fresh and interesting. Wolong does none of that. Wolong essentially, it is Sekiro, only with some magic spells. So the fact that they really want to be Sekiro, but they fail at even being as good as Sekiro, is pretty bad. And then in addition to that, Wolong doesn't have a grappling hook. So when you're playing Sekiro and you're able to grapple around and zip around and do all this cool platforming and action, it's actually quite fun. It's almost refreshing because you've never done that in a FromSoft game before, and it makes it feel really interesting and different. In Wolong, they give you a wonky double jump.
I'm been asked to go back and... Can we go back and check it and see if it's racist? I'm just right then.
Parrying. Like the
When was it?
Everything gets overrun with zombies. How would they handle it? How would they survive?
How long ago was it? I don't even know when it was. That's the thing. I kind of missed it. If I realised, I don't know when it happened.
Dynasty Warriors, but it plays like Sekiro. It has the cast of all the characters of Dynasty Warriors, and the plot is that it's a what-if scenario. What if, during the whole era of Dynasty Warriors going on, there was this warlock.
Is this, by the way, have I got to it yet, or is it before this, or is it after this?
Who showed up in China.
Wait, is it based in China? Is this what the racism is? Where is Wolong set? I've not played Wolong much, I don't know much about it at all. Is it a game based in China or is it Japan? Is it confusing the two? Is that what it is? See, confusing Japan for China.
And found a way to harness dark...
So it is actually based in China, so where did the Japanese thing come from then? Did it happen beforehand? It's China's Romance of the Three Kingdoms, okay. Based on Chinese mythos in China, right? So That's what I'm saying. When did he confuse Chinese or Japanese in?
DSP Gaming or DSP React, fun stuff that we can do together. And then we talked about some other things you're interested in playing, right, and doing that.
Let's just see again for the sake of fucking being thorough. Let's just see.
So there you go. That's all coming up. And then of course, once we know what games are coming out, we can make the game schedule for Start My Elden Ring New Game Plus.
Get on with the fucking thing.
Okay.
So what? Stupid ass. I forgot about a fucking face. Right. Let's see if there is any confusion at all, any random casual racism. Fuck it. Let's just burn through it.
What I would like to do now is give my final thoughts on a game that I've been playing for the past 2 weeks and finally finished. A game that when I finished it, I clocked in at 25 hours of gameplay. Actually, it's more like 26 because the last part was almost 2 hours long. The game is called Wolong Fallen Dynasty. It is essentially Dynasty Warriors, but it plays like Sekiro. It has the cast of all the characters of Dynasty Warriors, and the plot is that it's a what-if scenario. What if, during the whole era of Dynasty Warriors going on, there was this warlock who showed up in China and found a way to harness dark demon powers. And he was using this elixir to corrupt not only, you know, the creatures and the people, but also the rulers. And he was basically corrupting all of China. And so all these factions that were already at war now are not only at war with each other, but with demons and all kinds of stuff going on. It's an interesting what-if scenario. It kind of reminds me of, like, Yakuza Dead Souls. If you remember, by the way, the landscapers will be outside today, so I'll probably have to close the window in a second. But
it reminds him of Yakuza Dead Souls. I think that's why he's been... It's people try to call it racism. Because it reminds him of a Yakuza style of Dead Souls. I don't think that's really a racist. I think... Does it play, though, like Yakuza? In some capacity? If it does, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't think we can count that. Dead Souls into Landscapers into Snort combo. Jesus,
if you remember, in Yakuza Dead Souls, it's another what-if scenario. What if the whole cast of Yakuza who are in, you know, Japan, if everything gets overrun with zombies, how would they handle it? How would they survive? What would they do?
Oh, Yakuza Dead Souls was actually a game. I thought he was just fucking being hypothetical. But he's actually talking about Yakuza. This is an actual game. I don't know. I am ignorant about this kind of thing, but there's actually something called Yakuza Dead Souls.
It's kind of the same kind of deal. The only difference is the game very much tries to copy the gameplay and formula of Sekiro. It's a very heavy parry-based game, meaning you need to block a ton and always be parrying. When you parry, a stun meter builds up. When the stun meter builds up all the way, now that enemy is kind of staggered. You can do a death blow that takes a bunch of their health. Now, you can also hit the enemies for damage, but most of the enemies, including the bosses in particular, are basically damage sponges.
Okay, I'm kidding. No, this is not racist. Okay, I'd love to tick it, but nah, I cannot in good conscience tick it. I'm ending the poll. I'm not going to tick racism. There was no racism there, and I feel like just getting on, moving the fuck on. I'm glad we checked. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we looked into it and checked. You know what I mean? And it created some interesting discussion. But that's going to be a note from me.
Field, you're in some kind of a village. You're running through like a jungle or forest, or you're underground, and they all look generic and boring. Yeah, there's a couple stages that look a little different, but for the most part, it's almost all identical. Okay.
Decepticon, you get out of here with a fucking bullshit democracy. You fucking rigged polls all the goddamn time. Indrid did get fucking four door dashes that day. Fucking Oompa Loompas so fucking hungry. Anyway, no, but the Decepticons always rigging polls all the time and ending them before someone can fucking come in and change a vote. There's no democracy on Decepticon streams, that's for damn sure, I'll tell you that much. The polls are always rigged. The house always wins.
And it's bad. It gets so boring. While when you play a game like Sekiro or anything from FromSoft, usually there's such a great variety in the world design that you're excited to go from location to location to see what new thing is in store, what awesome new challenge or new enemy type. This game is just like so repetitive with the stages that are uninspired, with the enemies that are reused 4,000 times. Again, it kind of, you know, Nioh did the same thing for sure. The difference is that Nioh, its combat engine, felt like it was adding something to the existing combat engine of Dark Souls. Dark Souls had a installed delay to its control scheme to make the game harder. Nioh removed that and made everything ultra responsive, plus added in new kinds of combos and transformations to make the combat feel fresh and interesting. Wolong does none of that. Wolong, essentially, it is Sekiro, only with some magic spells. So, the fact that they really want to be Sekiro, but they fail at even being as good as Sekiro, is pretty bad. And then in addition to that, Wolong doesn't have a grappling hook. So when you're playing Sekiro and you're able to grapple around and zip around and do all this cool platforming and action, it's actually quite fun. It's almost refreshing because you've never done that in a FromSoft game before, and it makes it feel really interesting and different. In Wolong, they give you a wonky double jump. And the wonky double jump does not really work that well for platforming. It's imprecise, has issues. All you want is the grappling hook. The entire time you're playing, I want the grappling hook. I just want to press the shoulder and have the grappling hook come out. And there's no grappling hook. It's like, so you tried to emulate something, but you failed to innovate. And instead it feels like a step back than a step forward. That's to me the difference between Wolong and Nioh. Nioh feels like a step forward from Dark Souls, while Wolong feels like a step back from Sekiro. That's not good. I don't want to play a newer game that feels worse than the other game that already exists. So, yeah, overall, I have tons of issues with Sekiro. Or, excuse me. I do have issues with Sekiro, but I have way more issues with Wolong than Sekiro. It's funny because when I was playing Sekiro, I criticized it a lot. But now that I have played Wolong, and I see the game that's the knockoff of Sekiro, it actually gives me way more respect for Sekiro. It does. It's funny when you have those comparisons, how it can make you think that something is better than you thought originally. For example, the camera gets stuck in the wall constantly, gets blocked by items in the environment. You can't tell what's going on, especially with bigger enemies or a group of enemies coming at you. You need to parry to get out of the situation, but you can't even see yourself to parry because the camera's stuck somewhere. The physics are incredibly wonky. You'll be just running straight and trying to jump and platform, and all of a sudden, sometimes your guy will just fall through a ledge for no reason. There's a situation where I'm fighting a mini-boss near a ledge, and the mini-boss pushes me off the ledge. Now, what the game does is it respawns you once with, like, no health so that you can heal and try again rather than just die and have to start over. Okay, great. It respawns me in midair right where I'd fallen off the ledge, and I just immediately fall again and die. I remember another time. I was fighting, and I think I'd fallen off a ledge. It respawned me literally with an enemy standing at my back, and as soon as I reappeared, he went boop and insta-killed me. And it's like, so why did you even bother with it? You know, like, it's obvious they didn't really test it that well to figure out if the respawn system was even worth putting in the game. It really isn't. It's a waste of time. It's not well executed. And again, the physics are wonky. A lot of the times you'll want to attack a certain enemy or aim for one direction or just go somewhere, and you can't really seem to have full control of your character, especially when the camera is getting stuck and getting wonky. Again, these are all things that were not issues in Sekiro, but they're definitely issues in this game. And that's sad that this game is supposed to be the advancement, and it feels like the step back. It's not as good. So overall, all right, Wolong is not a bad game. I just want to make that clear. It's just a game that, as every moment I played it, I wanted to play a better game, and because of that, I didn't really like it. A lot of people give me shit, and I was like, nah, you know what? I have a right to like or not like a game, and this is a game that I don't like, and quite frankly, this is the kind of game, realizing that it really is a poor man's knockoff of a better game.
You have a right to like or not like a game, yes, but people also fucking have a right to like or not like, or trust or not trust you and the things you fucking said in that interview. No one's criticising you for liking or disliking a fucking game. We sometimes criticise your fucking narrative and your fucking hypocrisy towards games because you're fucking complaining, bitch and whine and moan about a game the whole entire time, and then your dumbass review, you'll say it was a great fucking game. Even though you fucking wanted a fucking guy that made it to fucking die sometimes.
That I would just rather play the better game. And I told my audience that. I said, if you want me to play a hard game, I'll just play for a FromSoft game right now. We don't have to play this one. And people were like, no, tough through it. And so I did. I toughed through it 26 hours, all right, to beat the game. By the way, there's a game mechanic in this game that, in my opinion, is unforgivable. The game mechanic is thus. When you start a level, you're at a ranking of 0. By the time you get to the end of the stage, the boss is always going to be a high ranking, like 15 or 20, all right? What does that mean? Well, it's a scaling system unique to this game. Basically, you have to kill enemies, but you also have to find flags in the stage. Every time you find a flag and you place a flag down, your ranking goes up. It's called a morale ranking. And every time that you level up because you found these flags or killed enemies...
The game has a moral compass. How relatable for Phil. What if I thought he would have fucking loved this sort of thing? The game has a moral compass just like him.
You have to kill enemies, but you also have to find flags in the stage. Every time you find a flag and you place a flag down, your ranking goes up. It's called a morale ranking. And every time that you level up because you found these flags or killed enemies, you become more powerful. So the idea...
Oh, morale, as in happiness, not moral. Oh, my bad. Morale, as in... Okay, that's me misunderstanding, I forget. The game doesn't have a moral compass after all. It's a happiness meter or whatever, I don't know.
Here it is. Excuse me.
Oh, frog in his throat. Should this count as butchering the word if it is a frog in his throat?
Up because you found these flags or killed enemies, you become more powerful. So the idea here is... Excuse me.
I'm counting that. Fuck it. Fuck you, Phil. Hope you fucking choke to fucking death in your own goddamn flame. Or just fucking have to really have a sore throat, I don't know. In Minecraft. Fuck it. You know, I'm not serious. Fucking... Little piggy's fucking choking his own goddamn bile and toxicity.
Level up because you found these flags or killed enemies, you become more powerful. So the idea here is... Excuse me. The idea here is... You need to explore the entirety of every single stage in the game. Regardless of if you think the combat's fun, the world is engaging, or anything is challenging, you still have to waste your time exploring every stage and finding every flag. Because if you don't, let's say you turbo through a stage and you get to the boss and you speedrun it, you will be severely underpowered to the point where the boss will literally one-hit kill you no matter what. making it nearly impossible to beat. So you have to waste your time going through every stage, collecting every flag in order to actually have a fair chance against the end of the stage and beating it. Now I'm sure there'll be masters of this game who never get hit once and will be able to speedrun this and never have to touch a flag. They don't, they'll just beat it in one shot. But for most people, it's like, listen, I just want to play your game, and if I like it, I'll spend more time in it, and I'll get every flag. But if I don't like it as much, I just want to play through the base campaign. You can't do that with this game. You literally, it doesn't respect your time, essentially. It sucks your time. It makes you spend more time in it doing menial tasks like searching for every little hidden flag, and it's shitty. It's this engine that doesn't really work. It doesn't translate to a fun gaming experience. I don't know who they were asking to test their game, but no one must have given them the proper feedback that says, nah, this doesn't really work. Now I have to spend 25 to 30 minutes going through your stage when it should have been 7 minutes, but I have to waste my time looking for 10 hidden flags because if I don't, the boss one-shots me every time I fight it. That's stupid. It's just really, 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 really inferior game design in 2023. It pisses me off, and it should piss everyone off who played the game. Say, wow, you really wasted my time and disrespected me. So, just on that, I don't think that the game is, sadly, really worth too many people's time. But, hey, it's a Game Pass game. If you have Game Pass and you like ultra-hard games, right, and you want to play the next one, I guess this is the next one. But at the same time, I would recommend this game to anyone who likes FromSoft, or even if you like Nioh. It's not even as good as either Nioh game. I feel it's by far the worst of these 3 games that Team Ninja has made, of this Dark Souls-esque knockoff series. And, hey, it is what it is. Apparently it didn't even sell that well. From what I understand, it didn't sell very well. So I guess we'll see what happens if they'll make a sequel or not. But to me, far inferior game to most of the other ones that I've played. Like I said, I usually don't play these Dark Souls random knockoff games. Nioh was like the exception to that. So I'm not shocked that it's not as good, but I was definitely shocked that this company has made better games like Nioh and Nioh 2, and this one just pales in comparison. It's pretty sad. So there you have it. That's my opinion. Like it or not, I played the whole game, 23 hours. Or excuse me, 26 hours. You can watch the whole playthrough here on DSP Gaming. I do want to say thanks to those who did support that playthrough, because as I told you guys, I really didn't want to play it, but people wanted it, so I toughed through it, and people did support it, and I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, as you can see, we have our daily goal today of members, 380.
Motherfuckers. We removed points at text. We thought he was done with pointing at a goddamn text on the screen. And now he's back to pointing at the goddamn text on the goddamn fucking screen. Bastard. And he said goal, bear in mind, he said goal as well, members goal, that shit, so there you go. We are only 5 away from a full house already. We have barely started, it still feels like. If we get, remember, free spaces could be crucial here. Phil has snorted 14 times and burped 5 times. That could be 2 free spaces right fucking there. If he gets 100 likes before recording for gameplay, free space. If we get 100 likes before we fucking end the bingo, that's a free space. And that could be a difference between getting a full house, one of you guys winning a prize, and nothing.
5. Pretty reasonable, only 5 members. If we can hit 5 members today, that would be great. It would help this channel try to get back on pace. I'm trying to get to around 400 at some point this month. It would be great if we could hit that. And every day I'm going for a little bit of growth here, a little bit of growth here. If you like the content and you possibly would like to become a member, thanks. Please consider it.
Nah, I'm not going to fucking bother doing that. Instead, I'm going to go to the tips tracker at Piece of Peace has and check out when your next big massive members drop is going to happen. Because I feel that shit is due any fucking time. It stopped updating as well, because I'm saying this page, by the way, is not going to get updated much anymore. You can see it kind of stopped at February here, the end of February. And there's a reason for that. Peace told me, or in fact, let me actually read what Peace told me, just so I don't butcher the fucking thing. Hold on, because I talked to him a wee while ago and he sent me a message about it. For your information, I'm likely moving to simplified tracking in the foreseeable future. I'll track tips on a daily scale, not individual. Probably nothing on a YouTube side. So yeah, the tracker is kind of getting a little bit of a scale back to it in some capacity. But as you can see though, Phil is due to lose more members throughout the rest of the week. He's going to lose 7 after the 24th. He's going to lose another 1 after that, and then 5 there as well. So yeah, he must get to 400 members. I don't think that's going to happen unless somebody actually does whale out for him randomly to fucking have random 400 members. And keep in mind as well that he's going to lose a whole bunch, because I'm saying he's had some gifted members even throughout March, which are going to expire throughout April. It's like a never-ending process. But yeah, he's trying his best to fucking slowly but surely fucking build his way back up there. But it's just, there's a daily goal, but there's no reward for it. What's the reward? Oh, Phil gets money. Anything for the fans? Fuck no. Why the fuck would fans get fucking rewarded for it? Don't be absurd. What about super chats? What? Fuck no. Why the fuck would fans get rewarded for fucking giving them super chats?
if maybe you want to help the community, hey, gifting memberships helps out people, and they're very.
You want to fucking help your community? Fucking go to a fucking food bank or something. Help your fucking local charity or some pish man doing. You want to help your fucking community actually do something in your own goddamn community. The DSP community though, they need all the fucking mental help they can fucking get, but God fuck it, no, they don't. Bill does not need your fucking money. He does not need your goddamn fucking money. He just got paid by YouTube for fuck's sake. He has got almost $1,000 in tips this week already. And he's just been paid by fucking YouTube. $3,800. The fucking dentheads don't need to fucking give him any fucking money anytime fucking soon. He's doing perfectly fucking well right fucking now.
Grateful. There's a lot of people who would love to accept a gifted membership, so please consider it, and thank you in advance to anyone who does. All right? All right, guys. It's time for gaming news. Here we go. So.
This is phone stuff, by the way. He is using his phone to check Twitter to read off the gaming news, so I'm clicking phone stuff because he uses his phone for this purpose.
Got a couple news stories for you today before we get to shout-outs and, open Q&A. Some interesting stuff. First of all, are you guys aware this morning they announced Counter-Strike 2? This is one I never expected. All right, really. The original Counter-Strike came out in the 2000s. It was super, super hot, super popular. My friends were heavily into it, and then I played it a little bit, and I actually really enjoyed the original Counter-Strike as well. Not that I was ever very good at it, but I always had a good time with it. I thought it was a great game. Then during my earlier days as a YouTuber, Counter-Strike Global Offensive released, and I tried playing it, and I didn't really like it, honestly. It seemed like it was definitely a PC player's game. I was a more casualized player, and I wasn't going to get hardcore into it. It seemed like there was a lot of nuances to it that I didn't really understand, and I got really frustrated trying to play it. So what's interesting about this is they're basically taking Counter-Strike, and they're going to put it into a whole new deal. So here's what's going to happen. Counter-Strike 2 is built on the Source 2 engine, which is a modernized gaming engine. It's supposed to be much better running than the previous iterations of the game. Launches this summer, okay? Improved maps, visuals, lighting, physical-based rendering, and reflections. The oldest maps have been completely rebuilt from the ground up to play more modern, and of course on the new engine. And it's moved beyond tick rate with sub-tick update for responsiveness. I have no clue what that means. But essentially, it's still Counter-Strike. It's the old Counter-Strike. But they're making it for a modern audience. They're totally refreshing it from the ground up to try to get it to appeal to newer gamers. That's interesting to me. I have history with it. Sadly, though, I don't think there's any plans on putting it on consoles, right? I believe that it's still PC exclusive. And if it is still PC exclusive, then that just means I'm not playing it, But I would be, if they ever put it on a console, I would definitely be down to try it out, see if it's any good, and maybe even jump into it at a semi-interesting level, right?
This is one of the reasons why Phil Burnell is still left behind in the fucking dust. Most prominent content creators have PC gaming as a fucking option. Phil Burnell refusing to fucking get with the fucking times. Look at this fucking denthead fucking gifted memberships. Phil Burnell now has his fucking daily members goal hit. Congratulations, Phil. You got 5 memberships that are going to fucking expire on the 22nd of April. There you go, but Phil's refusal to fucking upgrade his fucking business at any fucking point in time, including his own fucking computer, to fucking try and actually get PC gaming as a fucking option for his fucking dumbass content, has left him behind in the fucking dust and obscurity. He can't play certain fucking games because he refuses to fucking upgrade his own fucking equipment. I got myself... So, when I was making DSP videos before, I had to do it on a fucking shitey wee laptop. It didn't even work. I could barely render videos. I sometimes had to render videos in parts and then stitch it together using a tool. And sometimes you can spot it as well. But then I've actually fucking invested in, I want a better computer for myself. I want to be able to fucking enjoy doing more of the things with my computer, including even doing better DSP content, so including things like this, streaming. I would not be able to have fucking streamed if I had not got myself a new fucking computer. So I fucking put the money into it, invested into it. I didn't do what Phil does and wait for a fucking donation from a Dutch brother to fucking give me a fucking computer or an offer from fucking ReviewTech USA or some bitch. No, I fucking put one goddamn money into it, and by that I mean I fucking used the Argos credit card. So yeah, Argos store credit card, which I'm still paying off. But yeah, you get what I'm saying though. I invested into it to fucking do what I'm doing now. Phil doesn't want to do that. He's incapable of doing that. He's too lazy to fucking do that. He's just going to wait to be given it, essentially, at this fucking rate. You might as well fucking wait, because everything else in this fucking office has essentially been gifted to him. The LED lights, the fucking webcam, the capture card, the fucking Xbox console. Jesus fucking Christ, man, the guy can't do anything himself. It's unreal. It just reminds me of this old Phil fan. That Phil used to have a fucking old fan of his, back in the fucking day. This is so long ago, where it was like, somebody wanted to be like Phil, but he wanted to get a new console. And he was asking his fans to donate, give him money so he could buy a console, so he could play games with them. It's like, that's not how this should work. You invest in your business and so you can entertain your audience, and then you get it back. It's crazy to me, it's crazy.
But I don't know if it's ever going to see the light of day on console. So I guess we'll find out. But anyway, that's interesting for you guys. If you're PC gamers, for sure, it's still very popular. It's still very prominent, and it's still huge in the esports community as well. So, you know, this is great news for you if you're into that kind of stuff. Okay? Here's an interesting news story. So, upcoming later this year is the game Redfall. This is from the company that made Deathloop, the company that made Dishonored, the company that made Prey. You know, they made all those games, and the new one is called Redfall. Okay? So, originally it was supposed to, I think, come out either earlier this year or whatever, and it got delayed, so it's coming out much later this year now. But a new story has come out. Just listen to this. So, Arcane director Harvey Smith, that's the name of the studio, Arcane Studios, was interviewed, and here's what he had to say. A PlayStation 5 version of Redfall was fully in development, but they canceled it in the middle of development, and here's why. This is word for word his quote. When we were acquired by Microsoft, and it was a change with a capital C, they came in and they said, no PS5, we're focusing on the Xbox, PC, and Game Pass, and that's it. So, Microsoft bought them out, and that was the end of them caring about PlayStation development, essentially. It's going to be a focus on Xbox and PC moving forward. Now, will that be the case for all games that are being, you know, are under studios that Microsoft has bought out, right? It's interesting. I think this is actually the first time we're officially hearing, like, a head of a studio admit that Microsoft buying all these studios 100% is going to favor Microsoft because they're telling them that's what your focus is. Don't worry about anything else. Contrary to this, it's kind of like we were told, don't worry, those studios will continue to make everything third party or whatever. But even industry insiders and everyone's like, that's not going to happen. Microsoft isn't spending the money for no reason. They're doing it because they want the better exclusives on their consoles and their platforms. Why the hell would they not instruct these guys to pump all their efforts and emphasis into the Xbox and into the PC? That wouldn't make sense to be making, you know, the same quality of product for the competitor, right? So this is interesting. But I guess I think ultimately what's going to happen here is, will this have an effect on anything? Well, it really depends on the quality of the game. If Redfall comes out, and Redfall is like a crazy good game, it's outstanding, and everyone's talking about it, everyone's a buzz, everyone wants to play it, but you can only play it on Xbox or PC. Yeah, that could be a big blow for Sony. Just like, for example, God of War Ragnarok. Outstanding, amazing game, only on PlayStation, right? So, definitely that could affect the industry. But I don't think we've seen that yet, right? If let's be dead honest here. These games that have come out under the Microsoft-owned studios in recent years haven't even been that great. You get a few here or there that are pretty good, but never anything that's like blow you away crazy good. So, you know, people will buzz about it for like a few days and they move on as if it never even existed, right? And these games that come out on Game Pass, blah, 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 we play them for a couple days, never even talk about them again. So, we need to get, if it's going to have any big impact on the industry, we have to see better games, right? And I think, we were talking about Microsoft buying these studios 5 years ago. We're 5 years into this, and still these studios haven't really pumped out anything significant. Certainly no killer apps. You know what I'm saying? So we need to see what's going to happen moving forward. If Redfall's great, maybe it'll be the first step towards seeing Microsoft take a better market share when it comes to exclusives. But right now, we're not seeing that. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see, how, you know, moving forward, will that change? There's one other news story this morning. There was a leak. IGN screwed up. All right? There's apparently a new Lego game coming out. It's going to be called Lego 2K Drive. It's an interesting concept. Listen to this. So it's made by a company called Visual Concepts. It's an open world game where you drive vehicles around when they're made of Legos, and it's complete customization. It includes cars from Lego City, Lego Creator, Speed Champions, McLaren Solus GT, and F1, as well as other things. So, you know, you take a look at some of the pictures, and it basically shows a ridiculous amount of different kinds of cars, all made with Legos. But also, there'll be other vehicles as well. So, an open world, vehicle-driven Lego game. That could be pretty interesting, I feel. Now, I don't know if it's going to also have other content besides the driving. Like, if it has actual, like, platforming, combat, missions, and the vehicles, like, that could be pretty awesome. So the game, again, is called Lego 2K Drive, and IGN idiotically put the page up early before they were supposed to, so they spoiled the whole fucking thing. There's supposed to be a big announcement tomorrow, a big internet reveal, and IGN idiotically spoiled the entire fucking announcement because they're morons. That's just incredible. I mean, that idea looks good to me. You know what? That could be a really awesome chill game where, you know, we're driving around, we're getting cars, we're doing silly missions, we're interacting, we're having a fun, chill time. It's certainly not going to be some crazy epic, you know, AAA daytime butts and seats playthrough. That's a very relaxing one, I feel. And that could really work. It could be a really exciting game, in my opinion. So actually, that one is actually an interesting announcement that I think I'd be very interested in. So let's see. Tomorrow, I'll be off, but hopefully tomorrow we'll actually get the official announcement. the official announcement on that. So, there you go. Fair enough. All right, guys, let's do some shout-outs, and then we'll get to Q&A.
I am getting requests for slow motion jiggly arms when he's fucking wide posing there. So I am such a lovely bastard. Why not? Because Phil's boring the crap out of us. Let's just enjoy.
We're getting cars. We're doing silly missions. We're interacting.
Some dumbass.
We're having a fun, chill time.
Some dumbass Phil antics in slow motion. Half speed. Half speed.
It's certainly not going to be some crazy epic, AAA daytime.
Jesus Christ, man, the fucking jiggling is hypnotic in this fucking section, the fucking bingo wing section.
Put butts in seats. AAA daytime. AAA daytime.
The muscle atrophy in this man is fucking incredible, man. Imagine losing that much muscle mass. It is freaky, man. Skin's hanging off him practically like some sort of fucking alien suit. This guy used to lift weights. He used to be a bodybuilder, apparently. All that Ice Kit Kat says his biceps are upside down. Days since last push-up. Still to be started. It's still... They've not even counted the first one yet. 999 plus days. We need extra space in the counter.
The epic, AAA daytime, put butts in seats playthrough.
That's enough of that bullshit. Okay, back to 1.2 high speed. That was fun. It was fun to break up Phil's boring ass rambling monotony with just laughing at his fucking unhealthy nature.
That's a very relaxing one, I feel. And that could really work. It could be a really exciting game, in my opinion. So actually, that one is actually an interesting announcement that I think I'd be very interested in. So, let's see. Tomorrow, I'll be off. But hopefully tomorrow we'll actually get the official announcement. The official announcement on that. So, there you go. Fair enough. All right, guys, let's do some shout-outs, and then we'll get to Q&A. That's what I got for today. We covered everything. Lego Dreamlight Valley says Battle Duck. There you go. Okay. Ruffian Forever, I did see your email last night. Yes. Okay. I literally said at the very beginning of this podcast, thank you to everyone who emailed me this week with positive support, with suggestions, with everything. The thing is, I got so many messages this week. Seriously, I got messages from people I haven't heard from in a decade, and they emailed me out of the blue just to talk and basically give me advice or support, and I really appreciate that. But I've replied to very few of them because I got so many of them. It's just, I'm absorbing it all, but I can't really just respond to everything. Okay. But thank you for that. Okay. Let's do shout-outs. Let's start with the YouTube side of stuff. Okay. So on the YouTube side of things, we start off with Danny Rodriguez, who did a super chat and says Metroid Prime is great and it was great on the GameCube. Yeah, and I really liked the game. I remember the first time I played it, I liked it. It was just the controls that I hated. And I think I said as much too during that first playthrough, that the game stands apart as a really awesome first-person interpretation of what Metroid could be. And I really enjoyed playing it, although the controls held me back and made me kind of hate on it a bunch of times because, they just suck. The controls, that is, the motion controls. But I definitely liked the game. So I'm in agreement with you there, Danny. Thank you for the super chat. And Audio Object re-upped his membership for 11 months. He says, yo, 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 what up, dog? What is up to you, Mahomes? How are you doing?
Know your role and shut your mouth.
That sounded terrible. Thank you very much for Audio Object for your support. We got a couple tips here. We start off today with a $7 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix.
Warren saying that's racist. Is it? Holmes, calling someone Holmes, is that specifically some sort of racial thing? I just thought it was still trying to fucking be relevant. Some boomer acting like a zoomer. It's like... Word to your mothers. I don't know what the fuck. It's just Phil being urban. One more fucking time. Look at the fucking dumbass face he pulls, trying to fucking be hip and cool.
Audio Object re-upped his membership for 11 months. He says, yo, 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 what up, dog? What is up to you, Mahomes? How are you doing? That sounded terrible. Thank you very much for Audio Object for your support.
Fucking cringe.
We got a couple tips here. We start off today with a $7 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. Well, thank you for that. First of all, let me get you on the leaderboard, and then we'll read. It looks like he has a giant message, so let's get him on the leaderboard first before we start to read that message. So what's the name? Super... I can't fit this. Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. There you go. There's no way I can fit that whole name on the leaderboard. It's too long. It's ridiculous. You're trying to take up too much real estate on the leaderboard. Not you, Jasper. Jasper's very excited. I opened the window in the bedroom, and he's able to be, you know, running around the house today. He is running all over the hallway, up and down, going crazy, using all his energy, which is great. That's exactly what we want. We want him to be a healthy kitty, run all over the house. So, very nice. So, here's what Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix has to say. Phil, did you hear a rumor according to Comic Book? Coming from Nintendo Prime Podcast, an open world Donkey Kong is in the works from the same Nintendo team that worked on Super Mario Odyssey. The project was said to have been titled Donkey Kong Freedom at one point.
I heard that in Side Scrollers, yeah. Side Scrollers said something about that, some sort of fucking Donkey Kong game getting made, some sort of open world Donkey Kong.
It's not known if it was ever an official name. Nintendo Prime went on to say that the project is absolutely still in development and added it could be a launch game for Nintendo's next new console. Who knows? Does this, you will get another I Need Banana, Tasty Banana song from you again.
Oh my god. What? Phil referred to the meme song? I feel like I should find it on the fucking... Nah. You guys know the song. You guys all know that fucking song. This is actually a newer song. Some said I updated the playlist to include the newer songs as well. So this current retune is the one by Side Scrollers, Pepsi Pimp, and Killer Keem. They were right.
If there's bananas in the game, the thing is, I don't remember. You guys apparently remember this song that apparently I sang during Donkey Kong 64. I don't remember the song.
We remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Should we go on a field trip and find it, guys? Should we go on a little field trip? Tasty banana. That's almost the easiest fucking thing to look for. Where would it have been? Wasn't he playing fucking Super Monkey Ball? Was it this one? Was it Super Monkey Ball? I'm pretty sure.
Give me the tasty banana. I want banana.
Do I have to roll?
When does it happen?
Screwed up already.
Who wants a banana? Get banana. Banana.
I'm on the wrong one. This is the wrong one, apparently.
Banana. La 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 la. Whoa, that banana's up high. How the hell do you get the banana?
Apparently that's the wrong one. Was it the other one then? I don't know. Which one was it? It was DK64, the wrong game. Balls. No, I'm not singing Tasty Banana, what? What the fuck? Hold on, I think I found it.
Down here, there's some bananas. Tasty bananas. I did it again by accident. I totally didn't mean to do that. Alright.
Was that not it? Balls.
Oh boy.
Damn it. Where are you, Tasty Banana? What about want banana? I want banana. Was it? I don't know how to fucking find this. Was it definitely Donkey Kong? I feel like it's peel banana. That didn't work. Need for Speed. Eat banana? I want to find this. 9 results. Never eat bananas anymore. Yeah, eat bananas the entire day. Eat banana. Yakuza. Injustice. Dune. Ultra Street Fighter 4. Mass Effect. It's possible it's not on. Jesus Christ. I mean, part of me just fucking wants us to go fucking to, you know, Pixar and just play the goddamn fucking video he made, you know, like... I mean, you can't beat a fucking classic, can you? You know? I don't know what happened to the original, if that's a thing, though. I don't know what happened to the original. Squeeze banana. Okay, we'll try squeeze banana. And then we got your fucking... Jesus, okay. Hold on. Squeeze banana. Kirby. I don't know what to tell you guys. I can't fucking find it. Squeeze banana, thanks for the $1. Jesus Christ. Speech to text does not pick up on a singing. Tasty banana was one. Surely. Horizon, Lego, Super Monkey Ball. Are you sure it wasn't Super Monkey Ball that it happened in? He was telling someone he's not going to sing Tasty Banana. The original one was from a DK64 playthrough. Hold on, so Donkey Kong 64. And then we'll just do peel. These banana peels, damn it, fuck. Tasty. I don't know. I don't know how to find this, guys. I'm sorry. I can't fucking find it. I'm trying. I'm fucking doing what I can. He may have unlisted or privated it. It's possible. I mean, the best I can do is just, you know, play. You guys know it, fuck's sake, you know, I mean, Tasty Banana. Deadly Kaiser says February 16th. What, did you find it? Oops, wrong thing. Where am I? Pig go. I'm clicking everywhere and finding nothing. Yeah, this was from February, yeah. February 2020. But you said it's happening. I don't know. Need banana. Nothing but need banana. Neat. Oh, that's too fucking vague. That's gonna. Oh, fucking that. I think I'm gonna have to give us up. I think I'm gonna have to bail unless I've got to go to DSP Gaming and search for a fucking video itself on there. Donkey Kong 64. The day it happened was the February 16th, 2020. I mean, fuck it, the things are days. Okay, Donkey Kong 64. View the full playlist. But please tell me one of these fucking parts are called Tasty Banana. I need banana. I mean, does anyone know which part it was? Anyone aware of what part it could be that I'm looking at here? Show my Gin Brain vs Banana song video. Part 23, you think? Okay. It's only an hour and 23 minutes long. Okay, let's show a transcript here. How do we find this? I can't believe I'm going this long trying to find this fucking Tasty Banana fucking reference. Lucas Roberts Gaming has it apparently as well. I mean, I could try and find that. Hold on, I'm just looking. Lucas Roberts Gaming. Is that a tractor channel that I don't know of? Why does he have like random DSP? What the hell? How the hell is this? Am I just fucking advertising someone's channel for the sake of it? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Who the fuck's that guy? No idea. Lucas Roberts Gaming has. I just gave someone free promotion. All one word. How do I fucking know? Oh, there we fucking go. That's definitely a different person. Okay. Right, finally.
Get me that banana. Hold on tight, here we go. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana. Yes.
Thank fuck we finally found a goddamn fucking thing. That deserves a fucking like for this random fucking video. One of the best jams out there. Jesus. Big shout out to Lucas Roberts Gaming for fucking Squeeze Banana. I should just fucking search DSP Banana or something. I should probably find it easier. Thank you very much for whoever suggested it. Who was it fucking suggested? Fucking Lucas Roberts. Dead Schooled suggested it. Thank you very much. And after all that, we can get back to Bingo.
I really don't. I don't remember the song at all, in any way, shape, or form. So apparently it was iconic to you, and to me, it was Tuesday. To quote the Street Fighter movie. Like, it wasn't a big deal to me. I don't even know what the big deal was about the song. Why do you want to hear a song about me and bananas and my consumption of bananas? I don't understand it. What's so special about that? I need banana, tasty banana? I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. It must have just been something I probably did on a whim on the fly live to be stupid, right? It wasn't anything special. Jade, it's good to see you here back today. And Jade really loved Metroid Prime yesterday and wants more today. And, you know, no problem. I can deliver on that. No, that wasn't a shtick I normally do. It was something I just did on the fly once ever during the Donkey Kong 64 streams. And apparently it was memeable. My banana song. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mute that either. I'm very sorry.
Was that 2 separate burps or 1?
Oh my god, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Should we count that as 1 or 2? I feel like I should count it as 2. It was kind of one segueing into a second one there. Soakwood F. Poon says they had 3. I don't think a 3's a bit much, I think. I think it was a 2. Starts off a wee 1 and then went to a bigger 1. So I think personally it's a 3 it's a 2 burper. So but that means we're only one space away. One burp away even from a free space. We are 9 snorts away from a free space and we are 1 burp away from another free space.
Didn't mute that either. I'm very sorry. Ugh. Absolutely disgusting. I'm very sorry, everybody. All right, I received another tip. $5 tip has come in. He says, is your name Phil or Dave? It's hard to tell. My name is Phil. My father's name is Dave. But I don't know if that's where the meme came from at all. I really don't know. The furthest back that I can remember this meme, one day, many years ago, probably 5 years ago, okay, someone came onto a stream of mine, and out of a sudden, out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, just started calling me Dave.
Your dad's called Dave. Yeah, dick.
So I think I rolled with it or whatever. And then next thing you know, I guess my detractors started referencing me as Dave, which again, I don't get it. I don't think that there's anything insulting about the name. And then I guess some people have also said over the years, well, it's because the main character of the British Office show, the original one, his name was David Brent. And I guess I look like him too, but his name's David, not Dave. They don't call him Dave Brent. They call him David Brent, right? So that doesn't, I don't know. I just get the feeling that people think of these memes and they just start repeating them ad nauseum because they feel that it's something that has group recognition. So as long as the group recognizes the meme, haha, I'm part of that group recognition, you get to feel like your endorphins go off or something. Like, oh, it's something, I know something everyone else does too. And you feel good about yourself. I don't know. That doesn't really happen to me. Excuse me. I don't really get that. And literally, every single time I brought this up, no one can give me a definitive answer on what the Dave thing means. I'm not insulted if you call me Dave. Like I said, it's my dad's name, and I like that name.
Cool. Silent Weapon says, by the way, the rogue catfish mods that Phil was talking about yesterday was Liquid MK. Yeah, that was a bizarre fucking bit of copying from Phil. Phil was trying to fucking claim this person planned the shit from the entire start without any fucking evidence to fucking point at. No. My interpretation of it was always that this was a fan of Phil that got disenchanted with him over time and so turned on him. But tried to do something mean to him before going. But Phil's like, they were planning it the whole entire time. Fuck off. By the way, there's a video, I'm being told about a video which apparently is quite relevant to DSP things. Give me a second to try and find it. I got sent this behind the scenes. Bear with me while I try and find it. 2 seconds. There's the video there, okay. Shush. To go to like 14 minutes is a long video, but to go to like 14 minutes in the video. So I know. Hold on. It's maybe relevant for what happened to Phil. Video's called What a Bad Liar Looks Like, and I was told to go to 14 minutes and play it.
Oh no.
Mistake number 2. Using expired plates.
What the fuck's with this fucking narration?
The license plates captured on the casino's CCTV footage were not Rojas's current plates. The plates on the truck at the time had expired 2 years ago, and it's highly unlikely that Rojas left those plates on his truck accidentally. A more likely explanation is that he was trying to conceal his ownership of the truck in case he were spotted.
I know, the thing about this is it is somewhat relevant to DSP about the kind of license plate thing, because he moved into a place which looked like it was a chop shop, but there was license plates in Phil's garage, I remember, and he was fucking going through it all and going through the mail as well and all that shit. I don't know. I thought this might have been relevant for Phil. I wasn't sure what it is. What else is there? Can I fucking see? Interrogation begins. Is this basically an interrogation of this guy? It looks like, this fucking, almost looks a bit like Phil. And he's interrogating him about some pish. Okay, it's never long. I'll send it behind the scenes, as I said, I thought it was something to do with Phil, but, might have been related to, yeah. Okay, my bad. That's what I wasn't sure what it was. I'll check it out later on. It was sent to me behind the scenes, as I said, you know what I mean? And I thought it was like something quick and obvious swear, but nah, it wasn't. On Bingo.
Probably a better name than Phil.
Whoops, wrong thing. There we go.
So by the way, Showtime is in the super chat and says, Orale ese. Orale to you, Showtime. It's good to have you here on the stream today. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Orale. All right, another tip has come in.
Why? But was that? I mean, it feels like he's desperate for me to take racism.
On the stream today. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Orale.
I mean, he was super chatted. Orale essay. You know.
So by the way, Showtime is in the super chat and says, Orale ese.
You know, he was like repeating it back to him.
Orale to you, Showtime. It's good to have you here on the stream today. Thank you for the support.
I mean, a lot of it was said to him. He made Phil say it, essentially. Although Phil chose to say it back to him.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. Orale.
Although I could argue that accents could be a bit racist randomly. I don't know. It's... Jesus, did I need another poll for me to then ignore in Decepticon style? Is accent racist? This is one of those things. Yes, to be fair, yeah, when you put an accent on some things, it does kind of make it a bit racist. Especially, you know, if he was trying to mock a Chinese accent and fucking try to do a Chinese accent, that would be racist. I think the same applies to a Mexican accent of sorts or whatever, you know. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to take it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Fuck you, Phil. You're a racist piece of shit. You're a dick. Fuck it. It's done. It's ticked. Debate's over, at least for now. Fuck it. We're free away from a fucking full house.
Alright, another tip has come in. An $8 tip from Jasper. Jasper has done a tip. That's impressive because he was just sitting on the floor in front of me, and he does not have any kind of electronic or mobile device. Yet somehow he sent me an $8 tip. That's pretty impressive. I don't know how he pulled that one off. But nonetheless, thank you, Jasper, for the tip. I really appreciate that. Although it is counterproductive considering Jasper doesn't have a job, so he's probably sending me my own money. Probably, right? Now here's the thing. That's an $8 tip. That means a magic 8-ball tip, but he didn't ask a question. But anyway, I mean, we still have to do the 8-ball. Even though no question was answered, or was asked, excuse me, we still have to get an answer. So let's see what the 8-ball has to say when there's absolutely no question. Meow, meow, meow. Well, there you go. Hopefully Jasper understands the answer. Good.
Bruh.
Okay. PS3 Tube says it must have been a scheduled payment. Yes, definitely. Okay. All right, guys. So that's the shout-outs for today so far. Still got plenty of time on the podcast, so let's open it up to open Q&A for our final podcast day here today. Let's see what people want to talk about. Thanks for chilling with me here on the Level 1 podcast. I appreciate that. What would you guys like to discuss? Let's hear it. Send it my way. Tag me in the chat, by the way. Do I have a set distance that I aim for when I go for walks? Essentially, I have a certain... Usually when I go for a walk, I have a certain time that I can walk. So whether it's like, 25 minutes or whatever. And, when I first started going on my walks, it was just, can I just walk for 25 minutes and not get winded? Just keep moving for 25 minutes. Then it was, well, I want to now actually move at a more accelerated rate. I want to build up, wind, sweat, and everything. And then after a while, ended up trying to be like, can I go like...
We got a free space, motherfuckers. We're 2 away. We got a free fucking space because this little piggy fucking burped down the microphone once again. 10 burps, 0 mutes for the microphone. Total fucking obnoxiousness, but we got a free fucking space for the burps at least. If he snorts another 7 more times, we get... Wait, not 7, 8. Yeah, 8 more times. If he snorts 8 more times, we get another free space.
Like full jogs and stuff like that, But admittedly, I stopped doing it over the winter because it got too cold. Now it's starting to warm up again, so I'm probably going to start regularly doing it between streams again. So I think it was... How many miles was it? Crap, I had it set. I haven't done it in a while now. I had it set. It was like 4 miles?
Careful. Oh, you fuck off. There's no fucking way this little piggy walked 4 fucking miles. Fuck the fuck off. I am... No way. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. And also did I fucking mention no fucking way.
I had it set. I haven't done it in a while now. I had it set. It was like 4 miles? 5 miles? I can't remember.
Fuck off.
I'll let you know later when I start doing it again.
As I think, 25 minutes. 25 minutes. 4 fucking miles, apparently. Or 5 miles in 25 fucking minutes. Get the fuck out of here. Now, that's not obvious fucking tell that someone's fucking lying.
No, I've never heard or tried Clash
Hold on. Give me a second here. Bear with me again. Don't worry, it's not a fucking strange video. Don't worry. Hold on. Average speed, 25 minutes. 4 miles. So, there's a fucking website called Pace Calculator. Fuck me. Hold on. So with 0 hours in 25 minutes and 0 fucking seconds, the distance would be 4 miles. Answers per mile. Calculate. Phil would have to be moving at 9.6 miles per hour to do that 4 miles in that time. If it was 5 miles, he'd be doing 12 miles per hour. Phil is speed walking at 12 miles per hour in his 25-minute walk. Just make of that what you will. Fuck me, man. Does it count if the horse is pulling him along? Oh, fuck, man. There's no way Cat's got that fucking pace either. No one else fucking potatoes. No way.
Facts of Chaos or the Moon Hell. Don't even know what that is. If I could visit any European country, which would I choose and why? Oh, interesting question for you. You know, I always said I would like to do a tour of Europe of, like, you know, the UK, France, Italy, Germany, you know, kind of, and I think you can, is it true? Maybe you guys can answer this, especially if you're European. There's a train, like a super train, that you can take between all those countries. So you can spend like 2 days in one, to take a train to the next, 2 days there, take a train to the next, you know, something like that. I think I would really enjoy doing something like that.
You want to fucking go on a train journey throughout the entirety of fucking Europe? Fuck being trapped in a fucking airtight fucking container, some sort of hearty fucking escape from Phil on his fucking 20-hour fucking train journey. Him snorting and burping and acting all the fucking goddamn time. Fuck that. Just throw me off the goddamn fucking train. Don't even fucking slow down if Phil's on the fucking thing that way. God damn. Silent Weapon says an army fitness test for running is about 2 miles in 15 minutes. But Phil's walking this in 25. In fact, he's walking double that in 25 minutes. Wow.
But yeah, like I don't necessarily have one country that I would want to just do everything in. Like I think I would like to do different things in different places. So okay. Have I ever considered a stand-up desk? I mean, my dad actually has had a stand-up desk at his jobs because he has back problems. I've heard of them. I don't like this desk here that I have literally right in front of me is a desk that auto elevates up to standing position. That's actually the purpose of this desk. And when I bought it, it's because I didn't know how things were going to go with my back and everything. So I bought this desk purposefully because it has adjustments. It has a whole hydraulic thing built into it where it goes and it lifts up. So I could stand up if I wanted to. But I never really had to use it. That's the good news is that my back has gotten progressively better. I never really had to use the desk. So no, I've never really used it. Baldock says, yes, technically, yes, there's trains going all over the place in Europe. That's cool. That's cool to know. Does Jasper scratch me a lot? No, not a lot. Every once in a while, he jumps on me, and he doesn't really pay attention with his back feet, and he'll get a little scratch into there. This, no exaggeration, this arm scratch that I've got is the worst he's ever scratched me. He usually just scratched me once. Like, he double scratched me, and both of them were deep and bleeding. So that's the worst he's ever given me. He doesn't really do it that bad, no. No, I've never been to Pittsburgh. No, I've not. No, I've never swam with sharks. No. I never swam with the sharks, but one day I'll be sleeping with the fishes, if you know what I mean. The arm looks bad? No, it doesn't. My arm's fine. What do you mean my arm looks bad? That's just a scratch. It's not a big deal. This is 2 days in. It's already healed very nicely. Like, this is basically just a scab, you see. That's it. It's pretty much healed up. It's just going to take a few days for the scab to heal and fall, you know, get away. Probably about a week. It'll be fine. There's no problem at all. It's not a big deal. Hello, Jade. How is Jasper? He's good. He's running up and down the hallway. He's excited because I opened the bedroom window to give him some air, so he's going woo woo up and down the hall. What's going on, Hands? Hello. What is going on, Hollow Dan cards? Boy, I bought.
Well, there you go. I mean, if people weren't convinced of me ticking butchering a word before, there's a perfect example of Phil butchering several fucking words right there.
Down the hall. What's going on, Holo? What is going on, Hollow Dan cards? Boy, I botched your name.
Did this motherfucker almost call him Han Solo? It looked like he was going for Han Solo.
Holo. Bedroom window to give him some air, so he's going.
One more time just to see what he's originally going to try and fucking say.
Up and down the hall. What's going on, Holo? What is going on, Hollow Dan cards? Boy, I botched your name.
Massively.
Says, who writes your jokes? I have a crack team of writers.
You have a team on crack?
Including Richard Lewis. All right, he's one of them, just so you know. And a few others. They sit down and they write me jokes that would be funny in the 1990s.
What a fucking surprise, because most of your fucking humour is outdated and not fucking relevant today. Probably explains why you get in so much fucking trouble. But Howard Stern says it should be perfectly fucking fine. That's right, I was going to show you guys that video. Okay, I got another video for you guys, but don't worry, it's actually fucking relevant to Phil, not just, you know, hold on. So, DSP versus the internet bans from Butt TV. Mr. Huff whatever. He's now called Mr. Stuff. He's made a channel again, brand new channel. And he's got an AI voice to read out Phil's old forum posts on the King of Hate forums, now called DSPgaming.com forums, whatever. But yeah, a lot of this shit, have you heard Phil says today, which you have, I mean, a lot of this you've heard from Phil already. It's just, I actually want to go through it with you guys when we're done with the bingo side of things, because it really is fucking good, and I would recommend you guys, you know, checking out Mr. Stuff. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the chat, sorry. So you guys can go, I'd recommend subscribing, some good stuff there. And I'm subscribed myself, you know, but there's some really good stuff here. But a lot of what Phil said in 2015, it was like he repeated a lot of the same things a week ago. A lot of fucking things. He was talking about how the humour back in 2010, 2011, you know, he's grown a lot since then as a person and all that shit, things like that. I use racial humour from time to time, you don't hear it all the time. Things like this is the same excuses he used last week for a post he made on his own forums in 2015. But I'll go through that at the end of bingo. We're not too far away from the end, I think, of bingo, but it's definitely... Yeah, and beyond saying Mr. Hoof has a new channel, yeah, nice. I'm also to get a hold of new channels. I was so as well. I only found out today, and I'm just trying to share the word and get the word out there to other people as best as I can so they can enjoy this content as well.
That's the jokes I tell on my stream. There you go. Shia, re-upped his membership for 22 months. Says, Phil, I'm ready for more drama-free gameplay. Me too. Me too. I'm ready for just Metroid Prime chill fun today and no nonsense. I pay my team with crack? No. What are you trying to say about Richard Lewis? Dude, what the hell? I wasn't expecting that. Are you saying he's a crackhead? That's fucked up. You can't say stuff.
We are one away from a full house. He said, dude, we are one away from winning bingo because we have a free space because of the goddamn burps. If we get another free space, or if he says business or has a dumb close-up, we fucking win.
Stuff like that. Dude, you're gonna get canceled. Anyway, do you like spiders, says Dink Boo? Do I like them? Oh yeah, they're just so cute. I mean, I don't like or dislike spiders. They're okay. Have I ran a marathon? No. Is it true Joe Piscopo writes your jokes? No. Saw Dem Eyes says, I like the Metroid. It's chill fun. Well, I agree. Generic says, your opinion on Rambo's award-winning show Participant. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what that even means. So, Goldfish says, do you ever see centipedes? No. No, never see centipedes. Now, never. I've never seen a single one out here since I moved here. Do I think Wings dislikes me because of the Lolcow podcast falling apart? I don't know, and I don't really care. If he dislikes me for something like that, that's silly. If he dislikes me for anything else, that's valid, okay. You have a right to like or dislike someone. That's your prerogative in life. But I have the right to choose if I want to do something with my own life and my own content, and I have the right to say I don't want to do something, right?
I gotta tell you, if I was in Wings and Boogie's position when I was denied $50,000 for doing something that would have come easily to me because of one person, I would quite resent that one person for denying me that easy 50k. Yeah, they're doing something now, Wings and Boogie, they're having a boxing match, which is far more stressful, you know, you could argue, than doing a podcast with DSP included and just talking about random shit which you fucking do on a daily basis anyway. But nah, if I was Wings and Boogie, I would certainly be fucking disliking Phil for him being so selfish to not fucking put aside his pride, to fucking just not fucking accept the fact he's a goddamn lol cow. Phil has been in so much denial about him being a goddamn lol cow, and yet he's a fucking figure of fun. Even Wings and Boogie laugh at him, resent him, mock him. That's how fucking far Phil has fucking fallen. He can deny it all he fucking wants, but the rest of the entire fucking planet points at this fucking man, laughs at this fucking man, and calls him a goddamn lol cow.
That's my right, and sorry if you lost an opportunity because I wouldn't participate. Maybe that means the opportunity was stupid to begin with. Why is it hinging on every single person being involved? It doesn't make sense, right? That's really stupid. If anything, alright, can we be really honest here? Do you want to know the truth?
The truth at one fucking point in time from you would be appreciated. However, I can't trust anything you fucking say. So go for it, Phil. Tell us the fucking truth, whatever strange fucking truth you've concocted today.
Stupid. If anything, alright, can we be really honest here? Do you want to know the truth? The whole show hinges on me. The show doesn't work without me, you understand? Like, the show with me and Boogie or the show with me and Wings is still the show. If I'm not the show doesn't work. Do you understand?
Ego? Much? I mean, what the fuck? Look at this fucking face while he's fucking talking about this shit. I mean, someone clip that shit to Keemstar and send him it and get Keem to react to that shit. I want Keem to fucking acknowledge ego in this fucking bastard, man. It's like, that's getting clipped, that's getting sent to Keemstar, and I think Keemstar will definitely react to that fucking thing right there. What else are you going to say?
So I was the key component of the show, or else the show would have went on without me. So there you have it.
I mean, the show needed the three of you together. The whole point is you fucking three locals bouncing off one another in terms of your personalities, your opinions. So even if it was you that said yes, and Wings that said yes, but Booker that said no, it was not happening. You were not the key component. You were the reason why it didn't fucking happen, because you're the only one that said no. But I needed the three of you, or it wasn't going to happen at all. You fucking obnoxious cunt. You fucking egomaniac. Look at your fucking face in the man. Look at this fucking punchable fucking face. Jesus Christ, man.
Or else it would have just happened, you know? So, thanks. Thanks, everyone on the internet, for admitting that. Let's be honest, without me, it wouldn't have worked. Because it did, that's why the show never happened.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if no one sends that to Keemstar, I'm fucking doing it. But I'm going to get through the bingo first.
And that's not a slight against anyone else involved. You know, Boogie and Wings, like I said, they're fine individuals and they're entertaining guys, and I feel like they could do a show. I don't know why they didn't. Honestly, they should have. They should have just done the show without me. Yeah, you know, let them, if they really want to do it or whatever, or if they wanted to do it without Keemstar. Like I said, I was very willing to do something with those two guys without Keemstar's involvement, but I guess it was all about the money, is what it was. I still feel like the show, we had done it together without...
The hypocrisy is off the fucking charts. It was all about the money. It was all about the money. Oh my fucking god, man. God, give me strength. Don't make me fucking fly out to this cunt and just fucking smack him. Jesus Christ, just give me strength, God. Fuck me, man. It's just, I mean, where do you even fucking begin with this shit? Where do you begin? I'm going to wind it. I'm going to wind it just so we can endure it and enjoy it in all its fucking glory. This fucking nonsensical, copium sort of rambling, ranting.
I have the right to say I don't want to do something, right? That's my right. And sorry if you lost an opportunity because I wouldn't participate. Maybe that means the opportunity was stupid to begin with. Why is it hinging on every single person being involved? It doesn't make sense, right? That's really stupid. If anything, alright, can we be really honest here? Do you want to know the truth? The whole show hinges on me. The show doesn't work without me, you understand? Like, the show with me and Boogie or the show with me and Wings is still the show. If I'm not the show doesn't work. Do you understand? So I was the key component of the show, or else the show would have went on without me. So there you have it. Or else it would have just happened, you know? So, thanks. Thanks, everyone on the internet, for admitting that. Let's be honest, without me, it wouldn't have worked. Because it didn't, that's why the show never happened. And that's not a slight against anyone else involved. You know, Boogie and Wings, like I said, they're fine individuals and they're entertaining guys, and I feel like they could do a show. I don't know why they didn't. Honestly, they should have. They should have just done the show without me. Yeah, you know, let them...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Mastodon. The pizza slicer says, now, this looks like a job for free, so everybody tip content free, and I won't take Keem's blood money because his podcast won't work without re. Fuck me, man. Can't believe you made me fucking read that in that strange fucking Phil manner, that Phil style. But yeah, like, and D-Dog was saying that, sad to say Phil's right, as Dudy asked Keemstar to replace DSP and Keem wouldn't, he was admitted he had to have all free enough, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Phil saying no is what fucking stopped the show, but I'm just saying, if Phil had said yes and Boogie or Keemstar had said no, the show was not happening, and he did it all free or not at all. The whole thing needed every single person to be in it, or nobody was getting a single thing. Phil's fucking idea here is that the thing needed him, and that was it. Like, he was the most important person involved in the show. As if if Phil had said yes to this originally, and Boogie had said no, it would not have happened, and Phil would have been upset at Boogie. That's just a simple fact of the matter. If Phil had said yes to this and Boogie said no, Phil would be pissed off he's not getting 50k. There's no other way. I cannot convince me otherwise. That's exactly what was happening here. Phil was convinced, though, that the whole idea hinged on, him. He was a star of his Lol Cow podcast. It was up to him to fucking shine in his lost. I mean, he could have had anyone else, apparently, but Phil was a key component. He was the reason why it didn't happen, but he was not the fucking star of this. It is all or nothing.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't. Honestly, they should have. They should have just done the show without me. Yeah, let them, if they really want to do it or whatever, or if they wanted to do it without Keemstar. Like I said, I was very willing to do something with those two guys without Keemstar's involvement, but I guess it was all about the money is what it was. I still feel like the show, if we had done it together without Keemstar's involvement, still would have been popular. It still would have gotten views. It would have made us money. We would have gotten contributions during it. It would have been great. I don't get it. I don't understand why we couldn't just do it without him. I would have done it, but oh well. There you go. That's correct. Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what we're speaking of. No, I haven't heard that King Cobra JFS has been asking to interview me, nor do I care. I'm not doing any more. I told you, I'm done with it. I'm done with that nonsense. It's over. There was a chance for it to actually happen and be real, and the chance was squandered. The chance was ruined. So now I'm done with it. You had your fun. You wasted your opportunity. It's over. Oh well. No, I don't have any nosy neighbors. No, you cannot interview me, Argos. I'm sorry. You can ask me questions on my own show, but you cannot interview me. Darian64 says, how did you feel about Street Fighter X Tekken? I don't know if I've seen you play that one. So here's the thing. When Street Fighter Cross Tekken, that's what it's actually called, Cross Tekken, first came out, it had gameplay similarities to a franchise that I already played, Capcom versus SNK. Okay, the actual gameplay was very similar to that franchise, and I liked that. I was never great at it, but I enjoyed that franchise back in the day in the early 2000s. So when Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out and it was a throwback to that, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. What ended up happening was, I got very busy during that time frame when the game came out. I got wrapped up in a bunch of travel and a bunch of other stuff that was going on. So essentially I played it for like a week, and then I stopped playing, and then I came back to it maybe a couple weeks later, and all of a sudden everyone's opinions had already changed. Already the internet, excuse me, I keep burping today. I'm sorry, because my intention is to mute the mic when I burp moving forward on the show, and I keep forgetting today. I'm sorry about that. Basically what happened was, it was discovered while I was like doing travel and other events that the game had on-disc DLC. The game had several characters that were already 100% completed in the game, but were locked behind paying for DLC prices. And everyone hated that. And in addition, the game had this stupid gem system that basically was like, it didn't make sense because in a fighting game, everyone should be on equal level when you start playing. Everyone should. Everyone has the same character. Everyone has the same abilities. Like, for example, if you're selecting Blanca, literally everyone should have the same Blanca. But in that game, depending on how much you played, how much you spent, you'd have gems, and the gems would actually give you more power, more abilities. It didn't make sense. Like, no one was on an equal playing field playing the game. It really felt like it was a microtransaction fighting game. And people didn't like that. Up to that point, the microtransactions in fighting games had only been for cosmetics. That was it. So this one was where, like, the gameplay was actually being affected by it. And people didn't like that. So they basically shat all over the game. Now, admittedly, I never played it at any kind of a competitive level, because by the time I was trying to get into it, I think I covered it for like 2-3 weeks. People were already hating the game. There's, oh, this game sucks ass and it's shit. It was funny because I actually really enjoyed the game for when I was playing it. Like I said, I felt like it was Capcom versus SNK 3 almost. Only now it was Tekken rather than SNK game characters. But, you know, I think it was just destined to fail with the way that Capcom tried to approach it. And that's 100% from everyone, what they said, it's Ono's fault. And it's one of the major reasons why Ono had a big twisting of opinion internally with the management. He was like, Ono can do no wrong. This is Yoshitoru Ono, the guy who directed Street Fighter 4, then this game, then Street Fighter 5. Like at one point, he was like, he can do no wrong. Everything he does is great. Then he came out with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and everyone's like, wait a minute. He doesn't know what he's doing at all. Everything about this game is wrong. Perhaps it was luck that Street Fighter 4 was so good, and it really wasn't much of his creative direction at all. And it, and it was a flash in the pan success, and now he's failing with everything else he does, right? And really, a lot of people say that's what led to his downfall at the company. Now he's not even there anymore, But anyway, no, I actually genuinely, I liked it. I thought it was a fun game, the gameplay mechanics. But then when you get on this DLC, gems, and all this online hatred towards it, it's like, it was destined to fail. Mishael, you're being ridiculous. What kind of stocks do I invest in? Super stocks in Street Fighter. There you go. Speak of the devil. Anthony, every day you come in here and you spam the tips command. I don't think you ever tipped though, right? So is there a reason why you spam the tips command every single day?
Holy fuck, imagine tracking that. Imagine mentally tracking that. Why are you fucking spamming a tip command when you don't fucking tip? Holy fucking shit. You're having to go at somebody for fucking showing a command in your chat to remind your chat of they can tip, but you're calling out a person for fucking doing the command because they don't apparently tip. But Phil would only know this because he knows the information of people who fucking tip him because he sees their private personal information from PayPal. He sees their names, he sees their email addresses, and so on. You want to fucking dox himself or something, Phil? Is that it? So you can fucking track all these fucking dumbasses that give you money? What a strange fucking thing to call out. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What in the fuck? One more time.
Mishael, you're being ridiculous. What kind of stocks do I invest
in? Well, not that one, after it.
Super stocks in Street Fighter. There you go. Speak of the devil. Anthony, every day you come in here and you spam the tips command. I don't think you ever tipped though, right? So is there a reason why you spam the tips command every single day, Anthony? Because, I notice it now because I'm looking and you just keep doing it. Because you stop if you're not going to tip. It's kind of obnoxious, just being honest. People don't want to see you just spam the command. Thanks.
Why is it obnoxious for him to spam, but it's perfectly acceptable for Derek to spam your chat? Why can some people spam but not others, Phil? Please explain why Derek is allowed to spam as much as he does, but not other people. Because that's unfair. You're fucking treating members differently in your own chat. And also, Derek does not contribute either. So it's not just a case of fucking prioritising people that give him money, because Derek no longer gives Phil money. The one time Derek did give Phil money, he fucking stole his mother's credit card to do it. And his mother found out, so he had to stop. Derek was 15 at a time.
What is my biggest regret in life? I would say that I have two regrets. And regret number one is basically when I started with YouTube becoming so overly consumed by YouTube and being a YouTuber and putting out content for YouTube that I let everything else kind of fester and rot and fall apart. My friendships, my health, a lot of things, even my personal life kind of fell apart. And it's my fault because I basically became a workaholic who was just about pump out videos, pump out videos, pump out videos. And that's not a good way to go through life. I should have at the time when I was having my most popularity, I should have at that point established boundaries and established a work-life balance. I didn't do that. Instead it was video, 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 video. Every aspect of my life is a video. If I'm playing a game, video. If I'm talking about a game, video. If I'm talking about anything else in life, video. If I'm going on a trip, video. If I'm eating a meal, video. If I'm taking a shit, video. Okay.
Yeah, you fucked up royally, Phil, but you were exploiting the machinima contract you had at the fucking time. Machinima gave you a fucking ridiculous contract and you fucking went ham on it. Also, Phil, in case people are wanting to know, Phil has clearly hit at least $100 in support for tonight because he's got a hat pull. And he has the Bender hat, the Punisher beanie, the beret, and the straw hat as options. No sign of the M. Bison military style hat. So Phil's having a good time in Metroid, at least so far. We're almost an hour behind Phil live right now. He has been playing the game for about 40 minutes or so. Like 35 minutes, yeah, probably 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I never film myself shitting, but I think you see the point is like, film everything, put it out there. And it really came back to bite me in the long run, doing that. Not having those boundaries. I do feel like it seeped too much into my life, and like I said, I didn't maintain friendships. It became more about video, 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 everything. And it's one of the main reasons why I feel like the friendship with John Rambo fell apart. It's my fault because I was always about the videos and not about just kind of having a fun relationship. Although
I mean, they fucking told you that, you fucking dumbass. Anytime they fucking try to call you to talk to you, your fucking second question after saying, hey, how you doing, would always be, so when are we going to make a video? They literally told you this, you fucking idiot.
I've already fully explained that situation in my react from last year to the John Howard video. You can check that out. But essentially, that's one of my biggest regrets. I would say another regret I have is that, you know, in my early days of popularity, when people were listening to me and taking my opinions as truths, I was very irresponsible with the way that I talked about things, you know, hating on certain games and communities and things. And I feel like that was harmful in the long run and stuff I shouldn't have done. Today, I look back in hindsight and I say, wow, I was dumb, but that's the problem is hindsight is 2020. You back then when you're in the height of your popularity and everyone's telling you everything you do is good and everything, your shit doesn't stink, you believe it, right? And that's it. I really did believe that I could do no wrong and everything I did was fine. And I didn't really care. I didn't take anything seriously. So I was like, I'll say whatever I want and fuck everything. Who cares, right? Today I realized, man, you got a viewership. You have people who pay attention to what you do. You got to be very careful what you say. You got to be responsible because people look up to you in some ways. And, you know, you got to be careful about passing bad opinions or uninformed opinions around that could be harmful, right? I'd say those are some of my biggest regrets for sure. So, and you know what? I hate to say it, in the modern day, trusting people. Yep, actually trusting people is one of my biggest regrets because I feel like every time that something negative happens to me, it doesn't just happen to me; it happens to you guys in the community, and that's not fair. I know that, and I try to do my best to stop the nonsense. But then I start to trust again. Every once in a while, I start to believe like, okay, maybe things could get better. Maybe someone will actually give me a fair shake. Maybe it won't just be about the jollies and being terrible. And, you know, I'll actually get someone who's reasonable, who will talk to me and listen. And no, I don't think that'll ever happen now, you know, but I keep getting kind of fooled, right? And you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Well, I think I've now been fooled enough that I know. And I think that I've learned my lesson. And I don't want to have that rub off on you guys anymore. So that is a big regret. Really, it is a big regret. Not so much for me, because I'm already the guy who gets shit on all over the internet. I just don't want this to rub off on you, you know? I want to have fun with you and not have to have that ruined because of nonsense, right? I'm sorry for that. So that is a regret of mine. Okay, we got Sean, Cat, Mike.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells. So Super Chat says, you're forever alone, Philip Burnell. You are forever alone, Philip Burnell. Yeah. It's hard to disagree with the amount that he has burned so many fucking bridges over the fucking years. The fact that, yeah, he's going to die alone.
Regret of mine. Okay, we got Sean Cat Michaels, who became a member. Thank you so much for Sean Cat Michaels. And then Showtime just dropped a 5-member bomb on the community. So thank you so much, Showtime, for your support. Congratulations to Galactic Reptile, Genetics, Sweets, Voik, and Saw Dem Eyes, who each just got a gifted membership. And so with that, we actually jump up here by 6. And so we're actually at 386 members, which is outstanding. Thank you guys for that. Like I said, what I'd really like to do is try to maintain around 400 members on the channel. That's kind of my overall goal right now. But every day, building up a little more is awesome. So there you go. Thank you for that, Showtime, so much. And anyone who just got to get the membership, be sure to thank Showtime for the support. That's so nice of them. Mark just did a super chat. He says, would you ever be interested in Chill FE or Minecraft? I don't know what on earth Inchill FE is. I've never heard of it. So I don't know. But Minecraft, we played it for like a year and a half. It was an ongoing series that I did as a chill stream deal for an extended period of time. People really liked it when I did Minecraft back in the day, you know, several years ago. But eventually it just kind of got played out where we feel like we had kind of done everything we wanted to do in it and kind of lost interest and never really went back to it. So would I ever go back to Minecraft? Maybe someday we would start over. I feel like we would have to start over. Like we should start over rightfully, right? Like we should just start from scratch and do new stuff, I think. So Go Team Venture has re-upped his membership for 11 months. Thank you, Go Team Venture, for the ongoing support. He's almost 12 months now. Hello, Phil. Thank you, Go Team Venture. So now, you know the weirdest thing? When you stream on YouTube, you have a dashboard, and the dashboard tells you your stats. It claims there's 7 new members. So someone became a member but didn't click their message. So technically, we're at 387. Awesome. Thank you. I don't know who that is who became a member but didn't you know, do the celebration yet. But thank you very much for that. Okay. Does he mean Fire Emblem? I have no idea. Maybe he does. But I don't know what Inch Hill FE would be. Inch Hill Fire Emblem? I have no clue. Hobo X says, are you surprised how good Metroid looks considering it's Switch? Wonder how amazing Retro Studios will make Metroid Prime 4 look. No, I'm not surprised. Switch, listen to me. Switch is a good console. It has the capability of looking great. Take a look at games like Super Mario Odyssey. That game looked outstanding. Really good. The problem is, game studios don't really want to put the time in to make the games look good on Switch. You know, maybe they don't think that the time is warranted. It's too much time and effort to put into it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird to me that you can get games that look amazing on the Switch and then you get, Pokemon Scarlet Violet that looks like duty. It's just, there's no equivalent experience. And it's weird that that's the case, that you have completely unequivalent experiences on the same console, right? But I think the Switch is a fine console that can have good looking games on it. So, is it Xbox Series X, PS5 level? Hell no. But it's still decent. Okay. All right, so, guys, we still got a few extra minutes. If anyone has anything else you want to toss my way, please do. All right, if you could, it would be great. Have I seen the Persona 5X trailer? No. It looks like a full $60 spin-off to Persona 5. Unfortunately, it's a mobile game. That is unfortunate. I don't know anything about it. Have I been to an iHeartRadio concert? No. Absolutely not. What are my thoughts on the upcoming Mario movie? From what I've seen, it looks like it would be fun. It looks like it would be a fun romp. I'm interested in seeing it with my wife, but my wife and I talked about it and decided we don't want to see it at opening. It's going to probably be a very popular movie, especially for families and kids, and so we don't want to go there in a packed theater full of kids screaming and shit. We'll probably wait maybe like till the end of April, or maybe even May, and then go see it when it's later on. There's no one there, and then we can enjoy it for ourselves, and then I'll probably review it for DSP Reacts. So. Major MK's Torn Arm says, are you interested in handheld PC gaming like Steam Deck or Ioneo? Well, when Steam Deck was coming out, I was very interested in it because it looked like it might be a way to viably play PC games in my setup. If I had a Steam Deck and I hooked it up to my TV or whatever. But then people told me don't do that. They were like, no, actually Steam Deck isn't powerful enough to really do that well. And it's going to be underpowered. And you're going to try to play games that are going to run like shit. And you're going to be pissed. So basically, I never really got interested in it. I wasn't going to drop the money for it if it didn't seem like it was something that was going to viably add to my setup for content. So there you go. And, since then, no one's really done anything to try to convince me otherwise. So it seemed like maybe I made the right decision. I don't know. Al Wrong says, did you hear that Twitch is taking more of a cut, 50-50 now, and they're incentivizing more ads to make up for the loss? From what I'm to understand, and I could be misunderstanding, the 50-50 split is only for big-time content creators. Like, people who are making the most money are the ones affected by it. It wasn't supposed to be every single person. I mean, we talked about this months ago. And I think the news story was it's only that, like, once you make, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the site, that then you're affected by this change. But you're right. Apparently, Twitch is trying to force people to run more ads. Like, they're auto-running ads and doing tons of ads now during the content. So it's very, very intrusive, and a lot of people are complaining about how intrusive the ads are on Twitch now, to the point where people are getting pissed and don't want to watch anymore because it's very annoying. Hobo X says, do you think if the Mario movie is crazy successful, it'll open a can of worms? No, you're using the phrase wrong. When you say open a can of worms, essentially means something bad. It's not. I don't think that would be anything bad at all. If the Mario movie is great, okay, and it's a good movie, and it does well,
let me stop you right there, Phil. I don't actually think he used the phrase wrong. A lot of us enjoyed and appreciated the Marvel movies, for example, okay, and a lot of them were pretty good. Like Iron Man, very solid fucking movie, and look what it spawned after that. Captain America and that kind of shit. A lot of the movies were quite good, quite enjoyable. The Avengers as well. This was good movies. For the most part, most people seem to enjoy these fucking movies, okay? But Marvel seems to have, in kind of superhero movies as well in general, they seem to have kind of outstayed their welcome, and they kind of got too much. It's too much of a good thing, essentially, and the theme got oversaturated, and people just got too used to it, essentially. And every movie has a fucking superhero movie, and just so people seem to have not warmed to the idea that they've gone off superhero movies, essentially, at least most of them anyway. The whole Marvel's not as prominent as it used to be, like fucking 5 years ago or something like that, because just the movies weren't as entertaining for most people these days. It wasn't the same kind of impact as these previous movies had. Exactly, it's oversaturation. There's far too many of them. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, keep in mind, this is the same person as John Smith says in chat. Phil Burnell did not understand what a rainy day fund was either. Phil Burnell generally thought a rainy day fund was money you use when it's raining. He is that stupid. So I think potentially, if the Mario movie is a big success, it could open a can of worms where you have many other movies based on video games, but then it will become oversaturated and there will be too many of them. It is a possibility. But go on, Phil, try and explain to someone why you're so much more intelligent than they are.
When you say open a can of worms, essentially means something bad. It's not. I don't think that would be anything bad at all. If the Mario movie is great, okay, and it's a good movie and it does well, would you object to seeing a Donkey Kong movie? Would you object to seeing a Zelda movie or a Metroid movie? No, I would love to see all of those movies. I think that would be great. Let's have a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Do it. It's time. It's time for games that are actually good games to get prominence and get attention, right? If anything, the Sonic movies are, in my opinion, a huge lost opportunity because we've had 2 giant blockbuster Sonic the Hedgehog movies, and what actual games have benefited from that? You know, Sonic Frontiers was maybe the only one, and maybe it got minimal.
Why would a game need to benefit from the fucking movie? Though, Phil. They don't go hand in hand. That's like fucking saying Marvel missed out because a game, yeah, these amazing movies, we didn't have a game to go with it. And? This is the separate things. Like, I loved Sonic the Hedgehog when I was growing up. When I was a wee boy, when I was a wee bear, and I was a wee nipper, I used to love playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is my favourite fucking game. I love that fucking shit. But the games are in the fucking past, Phil, you know? I was playing in your goddamn Sega Mega Drive or Genesis for a fucking American audience. You know, that's gone. The times are gone. They're in the past. And in the past, they must remain. I fucking singing fucking national anthem now. But yeah, you get what I'm saying though. The movies are good movies. They're enjoyable movies. They shouldn't... You shouldn't fucking try and cash in that though. Why would you? You made a good movie, don't ruin it by trying to fucking make a game off of it. There's no need for it. Especially with the way those movies are crafted. Those movies are crafted so they're not like a game. It's like, games and movies are 2 different mediums. They don't usually translate one into the other. It doesn't usually work too well.
Impact from the movies? Like, how crazy is it that now Sonic is more prominent as a movie character than as a game character? It's crazy. I received a $1.50 tip. An anonymous tipper says that last guy probably meant Fire Emblem, chill Minecraft and Fire Emblem streams. When is your next react and how to nominate something? I want to share a documentary, Fishing for Microtransactions. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be a negative documentary, right? I'm just going to answer matter-of-factly. My React show happens once a week. It's a clip show called DSP versus the Internet. It happens over on my React channel, which is DSP Reacts. Okay? That's youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. And the people who nominate the videos are members. Anyone who becomes a channel member over on DSP Reacts has the ability to nominate videos for that show. If you're a standard member, it's first come, first serve. If you're an ultra member, you're guaranteed to actually see your video get watched during the show. 1 a week. Okay? So that's how it works over there. Go give it a look. Mark just did another super chat. Says, yes, I meant Fire Emblem, chill Fire Emblem. So you're saying chill Fire Emblem streams or chill Minecraft streams? I don't know. Fire Emblem's too lengthy, man. At least with Minecraft, it's open-ended. And it doesn't really matter when you play Minecraft if you make progress or not. You know what I'm saying? But sadly, with Fire Emblem, that game is just so drawn out and lengthy. And, I played one. I enjoyed it for the most part, but a lot of people had issue with how long the playthrough was and lost interest. And I don't think I could be doing another Fire Emblem that's that lengthy, just to be honest. Jasper is scaling all the stuff in my closet right now. He's like King Kong climbing the Empire State Building. Very nice. X Shooter just did a super chat. He says, man, I hope you're doing well. Thank you, X Shooter. Doing as well as I can under life circumstances, right? But I'm having fun today with you guys. I'm looking forward to Metroid Prime and Oblivion stuff. And by the way, if you're here for the podcast, welcome. Perhaps you're a newcomer. Maybe in the last week, you wanted to check out my content because of all the hoopla on the internet about me. And if that's the case and you're checking me out for the first time, welcome. Thanks for watching. If you may be wondering, gee, why can't I chat? Well, it's because we have sub-only mode. It's necessary. If I don't have sub-only mode, we get completely flooded with trolls and bot accounts that are here just to be disgusting to everyone and say really nasty, racial, sexually charged things to try to get us banned from the internet, which is kind of messed up when you think about it. So we have to have it in sub-only mode for 24 hours. If you subscribe to this channel, within 24 hours, you'll be able to talk. Notably, this Friday is the big one. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's going to be a huge playthrough for me, and you're probably going to want to be able to talk during those streams. So I would say you want to sub now to get in there for that. You'll be there definitely by Friday if the 24 hours will have affected. You'll be able to be here and talk in the chat for that playthrough, okay? Cool. All right, so is that it, guys? Shall we end the show? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. In the northern hemisphere of the planet Earth, spring has sprung. And when spring springs, so do other things. Happy Easter, my friends.
Silent weapons likes it when I play that, so, I'm a kind person to my audience, and if somebody wants it, I just give them what they want, even though I didn't want it myself. But Silent Weapons loves that shit, he's a weird wee boy.
Okay.
Decepticon loves it too. We can also blame them.
So let me get set up here, guys, but I am going to take a very brief break to use the restroom. It will not be longer than just a couple of minutes. I'm not going to run an ad or anything. I'm just going to mute the mic while I do that, and then we're going to get started with Metroid Prime again. I know a lot of you will be taken off. I know you're not going to stick around. It's funny that I'm getting more attention on my podcast than I am on some of these games I've been playing recently. It is what it is. I can't make everyone like every game. Personally, I think that this game is chill fun. If you stick around, I think you would have a good interactive time with me. If you choose to stay. If not, well, I'll see you later. All right? But thanks to everyone who's going to stay and stick around for more Metroid Prime. It was a good time yesterday, for sure. All right. So, very briefly, let's take a quick break. I'll be right back, and we'll get started. I'm just going to mute the mic. I'll be right back.
Now, reminder, guys, we are still playing Bingo. We are still playing Bingo. I'm going to fast forward.
Ready to start?
Oh, he's back already. Hold on. So, yeah, he's back. Yeah, that wasn't a really fast. That was me fast forwarding. Just so you guys know, I wasn't fucking quickest fucking piss break ever. But yeah, we're still playing Bingo. It is when he starts recording for YouTube for his gameplay when the bingo ends. So if Phil says business, or has a dumb close up randomly, or if we get another free space somewhere, somehow, we win a full house bingo. We only need one thing. We have one free space already. His likes don't even matter. His likes are 80, but we are an hour behind. We are 55 minutes behind live DSP. He's at 80 likes. But if this stream gets 100 likes before we finish bingo, it counts. No pressure, but just saying.
Alrighty, everyone, you ready to start? Who's ready to start? Anthony's still spamming the tip command, thinking that he's funny. Even though I told him not to, he's still doing it. You know, he's one of those people you tell him not to do something, and he just has to do it more, because he's got to be, like, a contrarian, right?
Remind you of anyone, Phil? Also, that's a wee snort there, so I'm going to add that to the snort counter. We are 5 snorts away from a free space. We're also 5 more burps away from a secondary free space for the burp counter. So, there you go.
Cool. Excuse me.
Well, another snort thrown in there.
Cool. Excuse me. Excuse me.
It's hard to fucking tell sometimes, it really is.
Okay. Let's begin. And you guys think about, would you like to have the formal break after the first hour or second hour of gameplay? Okay. For those of you who are sticking around, thanks for sticking around. I know a lot of people just dipped, like literally like 80 people already left. For those of you sticking around, thanks. I do like this game a lot. It's going to be chill fun, I feel. You guys already, with your interactions yesterday, helped me enjoy the game better. Thank you for that. And let's get going.
Look at that. The interactions made him enjoy the game more. The money really helped him appreciate the game fucking more. Fuck off, you greedy pig.
With your interactions yesterday, helped me enjoy the game better. Thank you for that. And let's get going.
That's a snort. That's another snort. I know he's almost starting fucking the gameplay record, I know. But they all fucking count. Dayglow says it was in between the throat clearly. I had another snort. It was a sneak snort. I'll count it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll count it. 22 snorts in. When you were 3 snorts away or 5 more burps away from a free space, I really want to fucking win.
Let's get going. Chozo Ruins. 80 peeps hate Samus. 80 peeps are complete sexists. I see. They can't stand having... Well, let's pull a Neil Druckmann. 80 viewers couldn't stand having a strong woman, a female protagonist, so they had to leave. They couldn't take it, and, you know, they're off to lead their bigoted lives for the rest of the day. That's the Druckmann rationale right there. Oh, that's why you left, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it couldn't have anything to do with you, Phil. Nothing to do with you. Of course not. Why would it fucking be?
Okay, ready? Let's continue. All right, everyone.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, she is now recording for this fucking gameplay for YouTube, and that would be the end of it. Sadly, we are once again, unless we got, have we got 100 likes on this bingo? I don't even know if I can check very easily. How many likes has this bingo got? I can't see one likes counter, so I'm relying on you guys to let me know how many likes I've got. But yeah, I think we're done. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I tried, guys, but once again, 2 days in a row, we are 1 away. I think I'm going to tick. It doesn't really matter. I'll tick business, and I'll leave dumb close. We're 1 away from a full fucking house. That's so annoying. Let's refresh DSP stream and let's see his tips jump up to over 100.
On that platform today.
$111 while I was wearing a dumbass bender hat. Fucking hooray for that. Okay, fuck it. Anyway, I told you guys I wanted to play this, right? So the bingo is over, but I wanted to play this as well for you guys because how much will this sound to you like it was last week rather than fucking, 8 years ago? This was 2015 film making a forum post.
First of all, nobody obviously knows the full story of my time at Blip anymore due to massive slander/drama/whatever you want to call it by my detractors. So I'll briefly elaborate, even though I've explained fully before. Blip TV was well aware of the kind of content I was putting out and loved it. I was bringing in tons of new viewers to the business that they desperately needed to compete with YouTube. They had personally contacted me multiple times and even had a meeting set up to go over some cool stuff with me, promotional opportunities and the like. It was going to be a big thing for the business from the way they explained it to me, and they were happy to have me. Then, days before my big meeting to discuss the future, 2 detractors/trolls/whatever you want to call them contacted Blip via a spam of 20+ emails each, all claiming to be different people, saying that I was a known racist, and that's why I was seeking out Blip instead of putting my gameplay on YouTube. It was blatant lies, meant to hurt me. It just so happened that some of the gameplay I'd put up on Blip in my 2 months there had a few racy jokes that could push the limits of what some would find acceptable. The Dead Space 2 demo playthrough was one instance, but there were 2 others apparently called out as well. I think one was X-Men Arcade or something like that. In any...
So you guys get a general... You get what I'm saying here, you know. This is not even a recent video, by the way. This is a new video on this channel, but he's made the video before. He re-uploaded his video before. I'll put the link in the description again. I mean, this was Mr. Hoof Stuff's channel before, and it's now a new channel called Mr. Stuff. So if you want to subscribe to it and check out some of that robust content, but I recommend it. But it's definitely good to kind of catch up on this stuff, and it's just amazing how much of old DSP still rings true in current DSP. Like blaming the shit. I used to set things back in the fucking day. It was acceptable back in the fucking day. Those excuses that he used last week, he used in 2015. I've changed so much and all that shit. Nonsense, garbage. But yeah. Okay, let's get the fuck off that. There's a future fucking thumbnail, I guess. Fuck me. But yeah, okay, guys. You get what I'm fucking saying. I was going to play more, but I don't want to fucking play the whole fucking thing. I want you guys to check out yourself and show some appreciation and support as well to Mr. Stuff as they seem to be growing their channel again, you know. So yeah, I don't know if he's got any details as to what happened to his old channel. If his old channel's just gone altogether, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, there we go. No. Okay. Mr. Stuff though is got his old channel here. He's only got a handful of videos up so far. It's not a big massive amount. But there's a few classic videos on there, to say the least, including some poorly cooking with the king, tacos, and the Spawn Seats saga. Fuck me, man. Some classic stuff on there. Anyway, I'm going to bail, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on DSP Bingo. I do appreciate everyone being here. Sadly, we couldn't get a full house. I would have liked to have ended the fucking DSP working week with a full house, you know, but it was not to be. It was not to be. But, yeah, I will be back on Saturday. So Thursday is also Phil's day off. I won't be here either. I am busy on Friday, but I'm going to make up for that by having a rare Saturday stream. Don't usually stream on Saturdays, I usually fucking have that day off, but because I'm busy on the Friday instead, I will be here on Saturday to do some bingo for you guys. If you want to be here and join me, you're more than welcome to join me, and hopefully we can get a full house then. But I'm going to end things how I always end things. I'm going to end things by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. So once again, thank you very much, guys, for being here. Don't automatically fucking play. Every time I go full screen, it automatically fucking play. I don't understand why. I didn't press play, I just fucking made it full screen. Thank you very much for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, thank you for keeping me right in chat as well. Thank you for also, you know, keeping me right in the cards on, you know, making sure I wasn't going to miss anything. Thank you for the contributions as well, especially Paradox for extremely generous, you know, super chat as well to go towards a stream deck. I'm definitely looking at stream decks. I'm trying to educate myself on the things to get. So as soon as I get the stream deck, I know what I'm getting straight away and can get up straight away and start utilising it. I do appreciate the support you guys give me, so I can try and make things better for you guys when you're watching Bingo as well, and make life easier for myself, because stream decks are certainly a good tool for streamers to use. But anyway, I'll see you all on Saturday. Enjoy your day, you know, Phil's day off tomorrow. Enjoy whatever you do for Thursday. Enjoy whatever you do Friday. I will see you guys on Saturday. But until then, have a good one. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. So until then, peace out, guys. Thanks again.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.